Trading futures in the night, so cold rocket dreams, resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. Dated bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rockets through the AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hope never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rockets through the AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Treading red, the pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, checking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in all its blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
We're back, friends. How is it going? You guys can hear me, right? Had to do some finagling on my computer here. We should be live and ready to go. Yeah, what's up? All right. We're back in the grind here. What's this market been doing the last couple days? Let's see. Overnight close here. Traded down, gapped up, traded down, traded up in the middle. Okay. Looking at this. All right. Cool. I love this angle of the computer too, because you guys can't see I have a cut on my nose right here. I was gonna make up a funny story that like iDoc beat me up or something, but that wouldn't even be funny. She does that every day. Just kidding. No, but I have like a little like what they call a blackhead or whatever that I squeezed too hard. Left a little bruise on my nose. Piercing gone wrong. Could be a piercing gone wrong. Got a little aggressive. I was like determined at the end of it to like, no, I'm gonna squeeze this thing out. I lost that fight. What's up? So good morning, everybody. I was like, maybe the angle they won't actually see. I have a little bruisey bruise on my nosy nose. All right, what's up? Good morning, Crispy, Simon Dean, Full Tilt, Adrian, Sire, Brian, Rafa. What's up? Dominique, Nathan, Julian, Alexis, Chris, Aid, Daniel, 13, Roxrod. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. We're going to be doing Tradeify giveaway at 1,000 viewers. We've been getting 1,000 viewers every single day for the last, I think, 6 streams now. Broke the 1,000 viewers. Been getting bigger. We even hit 1,100 the other day. Awesome. Good morning. Who else am I checking out here? Biddy, Ito, Blue Can, Liquidated, Glue from Bisbury, Australia. Good morning, legends. Good morning, traders. What's up, Lee? DJ Boat says hit the like button. Speaking of hit the like button, when you guys do me a favor, while we're here, because before market starts, we gotta hit the like button. I'll let you guys have a little song to remind you about that. Boom, 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 boom. What's up? Hey, PB, what's up? Great post on Twitter that you involved me in, by the way. Tagged me in that post about statistical edge. PB, that was a good one. I think that was you that tagged me. I love reading good discussions about trading math and stuff. Delco, Jada, JTR, John, Wilson, what's up? Michaela, what's up? Michaela coming here to win the contest again. I feel like she wins like every week. She's like the luckiest stream viewer. Tyler, what's up? What's up, son? Are you streaming today? Hope so. Mario, I told everybody to go over there and give you some love, but also to go over there and heckle you, but not heckle you too hard to interrupt your show. Hopefully you got some good numbers from that. And the rest. Don't forget the like button, guys. So we're back. You smell bullish morning, low volume though. Yeah, it could be. Starting the new week. Could be. Hopefully the house was affected by flooded. Well, no, the house wasn't, but I gotta tell you guys all kind of stories. I'm the world's luckiest guy, I feel like. Your birthday's next week. Yo, get the winner count today. I hope you win too. No, I need a nose stock. Hilarious. Get to the like button, guys. 1 out of 3 of you guys have done it, which is good. No, I'm lying. That's terrible. 1 out of 3. If we only won 1 out of 3 of our trades, Rocket Scooter stream wouldn't have been a thing. Let's get 80%, 70% or higher to match the trading win rate. All right, prepping up for morning here. Okay, so internal this, internal that, gap fills here. Yellow lines. Like a grain of sand on my mouse here. Oh, there it is. Or crumb or something. That always drives me crazy. I'm so particular about my mouse being on like the world's smoothest surface. It's old gaming habits, like smooth. I'm talking like zero catch. I have a glass mouse pad. I've got high density PTFE mouse feed at the bottom for, it's like straight up gaming setup, even though I'm not gaming on this computer. And you get like one grain of sand or one dust, it's just across the mouse pad. Oh, it's the worst. Worry not, for the like button will be hit, as Ito says. How to win accounts? Just be here. That's all you have to do is be here. That wasn't you, PB? Oh, okay. That was, I think this one it was you. Maybe it was someone else. It's been like three days. 2 bottles of Don Julio 1942. 6 bottles of champagne. Countless shots. Countless games of beer pong. I don't even know. So I can't remember much. But it was good. I have to make you proud. Tyler, you make me proud. Always do. You went to 200 times. Can I pass out my fun and future left by 500? Well, that's pretty good though. You got close. Ready for another week in Reddington? Yeah, that was you, huh? That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. I was so proud of you, man. That was killer performance, bud. Super good, man. You guys, like, I come back to my Discord, right, to answer questions and kind of catch up. And it's just every single day there's somebody that's like, you know, of everything that's I've ever done out there. You know, like, and I'm not just saying this just to say this. This is really what people are saying. Like, everything that I've done out there in the trading world and learned something is like, this is the only thing that has even been helpful to me as a trader. This is what people say. It's very inspiring to hear. Wait, that's Thursday was a half day. The last trading day was Wednesday, huh? All right, let's do our gap fill here. We're at so many of you have said we have been such an integral part of your trading journey. You can't thank us enough. Like, people are like, this is why we gift so much. This is why we're there in the stream every day. It's like, this is something that's actually working for me. 6273. Very cool to hear the feedback. We think you guys are like family. IDOC and I always talk about how incredible it is that we actually do something in this stream that actually helps people do whatever it is they're trying to do. And it's not like we're out there promising you guys you're going to make millions of dollars as a trader. Oh, come on, bro, join the Discord. Trust me, bro, your riches are going to, we don't make any promise to anybody. We actually tell you guys, start the boot camp. Most of you guys are going to feel like, look to the left, look to the right, look up and down. All of y'all are going to fail as traders. We even take that one little thing they do in college one step further. We say, all of you guys are going to fail. They usually say, look to the left, look to the right, the weed out class. And then they say, oh, one of you's going home. We say, look around. Y'all learned it. Y'all get acquainted with each other. Y'all be hugging each other as y'all are all going to fail at this. We don't give you guys anything but the realness of the market. And somehow the feedback we get is overwhelmingly incredible of how it's like, somebody, you know, the other day, it was somebody said, I've been struggling for 10 years. And I started doing props and struggled for 3 years, and I was never able to make a payout. And they're like, within a month of being with you guys, I got my very first payout. All I was doing, I had no clue that I was betting too big. And they said, that's why you always talk about bet the right way. 33. And that was the missing piece. And I was like, so you didn't have that missing piece the entire time? They're like, well, yeah, but I didn't know that was the missing piece because no one told me. I was like, well, that's fair. You know, because the coaches out there aren't necessarily good traders themselves. How they alert you, you know, people you watch or streamers or educators, they wouldn't, you know, if they're not that good themselves, they don't know how to teach people. How can you teach people if you're not good? And so what's the catch? You know, what's the secret to trading? There's really not one. You know, it's a series of random events in the stock market. And statistically, some things will have odds. Like, you know, you may have a trading system or strategy that backtest with odds. All you have to do with odds, 88, 62, 88. And this one is, oh, that's right on the edge here. Okay. Is just survive long enough for them to play out. The law of large numbers should carry you. It's basic math at this point. You have something that works 90% of the time. It doesn't matter if it works 90% of the time. If you blow up the one time out of 10, it doesn't work. And the goal is you just need to survive long enough to realize the odds. And most people, everybody doesn't survive long enough to realize the odds. Everybody that I talk to, the main thing that people fail at is the same thing every time. They have zero concept of how to bet in anything. Stock market, I bet you they're horrible poker players too. I've never met a good poker player who's a bad trader. They usually pick it up pretty quick. Poker and trading are extremely similar to each other in betting philosophies. You have random events, which is cards that turn over. They're unchained from each other just because the odds are affected by the previous turn. So the stock market's slightly harder in that there's nothing that's affected by the previous thing. Your odds don't dynamically change as you remove a card from the total. For instance, you have a 4 out of 52 chance of getting an ace. Well, if one of them is removed, you have a 3 out of 51% chance. So it does remember previous things. So the math is slightly harder, but in trading, it's just random event, random event, random event. Your odds are not calculated by probability a card is slipped over. Your odds are calculated by the back test over like millions of iterations of your strategy. 780, 724. We're doing 780 and 724. Perfect. Probably opening here in the middle somewhere. I'm just marking up my dynamics. I got my developer that's building the automation portion of this was out of town also for holiday, traveling. And I got word that by the 11th, I should have a prototype of the overnight, which would be Friday. So Friday is when we'll have the conversions ready to go for me to test. I'm excited about that. I don't have to do this anymore. 23024. That's up here. We'll just kind of like put that there. Super excited about that. 22,982. Okay. That's where they were, huh? All right. What about in Q bottom? 920. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're hitting that all morning. Okay. I wonder if it should take long at the open. Just off this alone. Oh. Let me log in here really quick. You're looking solid here. Okay. Some of you guys have some questions here. Yo, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, great traders. What's up? I have to make you proud. You always make me proud, Ty. Okay. Good morning. We missed the stream. Missed the stream. Oh, well, I miss you guys too. Today's session count is the same session Friday as the same session Thursday, actually. So Wednesday was the last stock market day. Wednesday night, Thursday. Hold on, wait, let me double check. Hold on. What I'm already confused as to which day is which. This should all be all that you've seen for the last like week should still be. So Thursday night, Friday morning is Monday because 4th of July was on Friday. So Thursday night, Friday mornings, half day, and then today will all be considered Monday. Wednesday was Wednesday. Wednesday was the last trading day. So you'll see like over here, I'm sorry, Thursday was the half day. Yeah. So if you go to a daily chart, like all of this, you'll see that all the selling that we saw Thursday night, Friday, and then overnight last night should all appear on Monday. So it should skip from Thursday, which is here, to Monday, which is here. Yeah. So this is all considered Monday from here until here. Dynamic getting close again. Yep. Learn so much from joining the stream, such every day and from the boot camp. Awesome, Michaela. $58 of drawdown, you're cooked. Dude, it happens. I hate that feeling if you're on the edge of like a prop account and you're like very close to burning it out. The question is, do you want to fight for that last trade for $58? and then lose, and then the trade takes off, and then you could have had, or just want to reset the account and start over. That way you're fresh before the market starts. What's up, AJ? MHPES longs. Wait, here. Oh, we're close. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't not like that idea. We're very close to that. What's fix look like? Just for fun? Can I long out the door on this one? Around the edge here. Hold on. Let me... Thank you for letting me... I love that you guys shout at me all the time. I'm missing things. The crazy today was the day that sold off in those red lines, though. All right. What am I looking for? Very close on Nasdaq as well, huh? Around the edge. Okay, yeah, I'll take a long. Stocks were not open Friday. Nope. Here's open Thursday. Fight until the end. Discipline. Yep, you're gonna have to drop down to micros probably. Or there is a trick when you're at that mode and you have like a trade where you just have like one trade that you can do and you're on the edge of blowing up. The trick is you can't buy the dip on red. You can't do what I normally do, which is when the market falls to pivot, is to attack it when it taps the pivot. What you have to do in that case is to let it reverse, and then on the first consolidation, where it's not that volatile, to test it, try to take the second test. So you're going to wait longer, but the probability of overshoot becomes less if you get a two-tapper. So if I'm on the edge, I'm usually going to like let it overshoot and then let it stabilize, and then either grab it at the retest or let it overshoot and then come back down and go. So you have to wait until like the volatility is kind of like dying down, and then you get in and it's just kind of chilling, and then it burps up. You have to find areas like this when you're last $50. Well, that's what I do. It's again not investment advice, but if you're trying to catch it as it's falling, a lot of times you'll just overshoot before you're right. So good morning. Bum, 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 bum. Good morning. Grab 2 at MHP. Why the hell not? Looking like a solid setup day today. Is orange the hedge pressure? Yeah, orange is hedge pressure, yeah. Yep. So this is an exercise, Dave, as in patience of like, you get one trade. That's it, right? So you'll wait if you want to practice. Great time to practice that one thing. If you wait for your setup, like that setup that you want, you wait for it. You'll learn that restrained patience is a gold mine of information, like to practice. like learning how to wait. You get one shot till the end and you wait weeks before you tap it. It's always a good practice. Gonna show off NASDAQ again? Yeah, we are like right here on the edge here on NASDAQ. I'm gonna get all these lines sitting here. Got all this. Let me just delete the well, actually, no, this is everything we need, huh? God, there's all kind of stuff on the way down. So translate all of these. All of my little notes over here. All right. Let's just bring these over here so we can put these over here. I can have this today. Have this though. Have this. Did we open above on blue? I think we did on, yeah, we did. We did the other day. Here. So the open above, close above does count on the Globex where you gap here. So you always gap to liquid spot. So this counts, even though these didn't change. Actually, we were below the blue. Okay. To below. Okay. Put some notes on these as well. Clone. This is going to be this is called possible support. This one is called the run length. That'd be helpful. There we go to ES real quick. Can I show the NASDAQ again? Oh, yeah, I did. You got it right. Just rewind the stream, baby. So yeah, you guys heard, I don't know if you guys heard about the disaster that took place in the kind of Central Texas area. There's flooding, a bunch of people went missing, a bunch of people were killed. I was right there in the middle of it. It was insane. It's insanely sad. So we got a as you guys know, we got this huge giant like complex where we were hanging out, and let's put all this together. We know what these rules are. Open above, okay. And so we got this house, you know, we had probably, I would say total, because friends were showing up and friends were bringing friends and we were meeting people and they were coming and crashing. We had like 30 something people that actually ended up staying at the house. And then we took about 20 something of us to Lake Travis. We got a pontoon boat and it was really fun. And we went out there and the rain, let me see if I can show you guys what the rain was like. It was crazy. I think it's on my Insta. It was rain, like we got out there, it was raining so hard that the wind was like pushing the boats around. The boats were all, you ever go to like, you know, party boats at lakes, they always like tether themselves together. Well, the wind was like knocking the boats around like crazy and like pushing them all. They were all drifting all kind of directions. It was insane. Hold on, let me play this for you guys. Let me show you guys a little bit of what it was like. I think I've got a, oh, here we go. So essentially, we got out on this lake, and like it was raining the whole time. It was raining on the way out there. It was raining like nonstop. We're sitting here in the rain right now in this picture. It's me and the dudes just chilling at the hot tub. You know, oh, this was kind of fun. I forgot we threw our own fun bottle service. Hold on. But you can see it's just raining and storming. There's IDOC. There's some of our friends. Flash floods. Yeah, it got crazy. And we were supposed to ride the river the next day. Oh, we did activate also. We always make our friends play nerdy video games with us. Activate is fun if you guys have never done it. Hold on, let me find the rain picture. Okay, hold on. How do I... Oh, well, whatever. There's only like 3 more of these. Okay, so, yeah. You can see how, like... Well, I guess you can't tell right now, but this was at the end. We're all, like, wearing, like... I'm wearing, like, a sweater, dude. It was raining so hard. It was ice cold rain and everything. I thought I had... Okay, well, I thought I... Maybe iDoc has it. Hold on. Because I know I posted it somewhere. Hold on. Let me go back to here. I got it's like really, really good videos of the rain. How bad it was. It was insane. Oh, I tweeted it. That's right. I think I did. Yeah, so it was like, yeah, here it is. It's like, I know I posted it somewhere. It was so crazy how, okay, let me make this a little bigger for you guys. So what happened was, basically there was flash flooding, and it started doing it like while we were out here. The rain just picked up like crazy, and this was the start of it, by the way. And you can just see it's just like rain. Dibs on the white bikini. Is she single? Actually, she is. And yeah, that's my friend Nikki, and she likes nerdy guys, so you know that's her type. You nerdy traders might have a chance. But anyways, the rain started picking up. It was like crazy, just so much rain. It got to the point where we couldn't even see more than 50 feet in front of the boat. You couldn't see anything. It was just a complete whiteout. And then the wind started like pushing the boats around, and all the boats are like drifting around and like knocking into each other. It was pretty intense. And so it wasn't, you know, normally if there's lightning is when they'll call it, but there wasn't lightning. They still let everybody swim, and all the guys were all still out there like trying to rough the elements and swim through it. But anyways, a mile or two, more south in the Guadalupe River, not a mile, but like south, flash floods were hitting that whole area as well. And the Guadalupe River, I think is what it was, flooded. I mean, flooded to a degree that it was carrying houses away. It was like essentially newsworthy, national news. And I think like 30 something people, a young girl's Christian summer camp, it was on the river, got swept up into the water. And I think like 20 something kids are missing. Very sad. So it was very dangerous at the moment to be out there. We didn't hear about it till we got back. But the amount of rain was it's the most I've been through hurricanes, but I've never actually been like inside the water during a hurricane. So this was the most amount of rain I've ever seen in my life, being in the rain. Normally I'm in a hurricane, I'm not like watching it. I've seen a lot of rain during hurricanes, but this was like sheets of rain. It was so thick. That's why I have some videos. I'll show you how thick it was. It is so thick you can't even see, like, you know, a couple boats away. That's how thick it was. That was crazy. 68 deaths as of yesterday. I was incredibly sad. Some spots at 14 inches in a day. Wow. Dude, yeah. So we were like, again, you know, we're a bunch of, you know, daredevils. So we're all out there in the water swimming around. It wasn't really that bad because we're in the lake, and of course all our friends were there. It wasn't like the Lake Travis is going to like, you know, sweep away. It's a lake. It's not flowing anywhere, but the rivers, right? The rivers are what sweep things away because the water's moving. And so we were like, people were like, dude, there's flash floods. And we're like, well, I mean, we're kind of where you want to be when there's a flash flood. We're on a boat. So this is like the safest place to be. So we actually were like, people were like, yeah, that's true. We should probably just stay here. We're asking the guy, can we keep the boat for longer? Just in case, you know, shit hits the fan even worse. You know, it's like, I mean, really safest place to be is inland, but it was very much drunk logic. Yeah. We're like, well, technically we have a boat. I think we'll be fine. But it was fun. We had a good time. Had a really good time, actually. But the sun did not come out until the drive home. Like we're driving home and now it's like sunshine and skies beautifully blue and everything. How lame. So you swam in the ocean during a hurricane, dude. The currents look crazy in the ocean, dude. Wait, somebody said thicker than the girl in the white bikini. Wait, which girl are you talking about? Oh, thicker. Oh, talking about the rain. Yeah. There was probably like 4 or 5 available good-looking single girls at that house. Y'all should come out. Most of our friends are all like, they're all engineers, and you know, actually most of them are all engineers. They all work for big oil companies. Pretty much everybody in that crowd works for one of the big 3. So they're all super brilliant. Some of them we do trivia nights, and the others. So all of them are like people you guys would click with for sure. We use Thursday's close instead of Friday's close of futures. For what? For DD bands and stuff. Yeah, it's based on the last market day. Correct. Redistribution zone, you're going to use the actual equities close, which have been the last trading day, which I already marked down. Yeah. Wait, up here. Wait, hold on. Up here. Wait. Now my brain is not working right. It would be up. Hold on. The last equities close. Whatever day that was. I'm still recovering. What's the last equities trading day? Thursday, right? Thursday half day. Thursday half day. Start your engines. We get ready to go in 10 minutes. We start. Yeah, Thursday half day. So you put your marker there. Thursday half day. Ends up being, I think I just moved them around accidentally. It is going to be 23057. Why do I keep moving this around? 23057. I'm still waking up. That was it, right? Am I just dumb or what? We are gapping down. That's right. 23057. Oh, why? I don't even know why I was. Oh, I was moving the wrong one. That I already did this once. Okay. Yeah, we are gapping down like crazy. All right. All right. We should begin here. Let's do S&P. Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't listen to me. Right at MHP here. And this is going to be... What was that half day here? What was that last moment here? This is going to be 63.23. Am I doing this right? Honestly, guys, I'm having a brain fart here. I should be right. We are gapping down from Thursday. All right, open right here on the edge here. Be nice to get that little open. Open in a couple minutes here. What'd you guys do for the 4th? You have fun? When the market's open, you guys tell me some of your 4th stories. I'm curious what you guys did. Whew. You surf during hurricane? Oh, dude, you're just like my uncle. He's like a storm chaser, man. When the hurricanes are out, they go surfing all the time. They're like super daredevils over there. When he was younger. All right, nice little clean open here. We will be gapping down. We'll be looking for resilience to move the market right out the door if we can get a good little move here. Hopefully a little gap up and go. Your gap down and fill the gap. You're here waiting for someone that never showed up. Oh, sorry to hear that. We're looking for your party invite. Dude, I was going to host a little meetup on Thursday. That was like what I wanted to do. And get everybody out there in the Austin area to come out. But when I heard it was like flash flooding, the last thing I was going to do was endanger y'all's lives. So getting y'all to come hang out with me. I had like 15 people message, dude, I'm down. Where's the party? Where's the party? And we actually didn't even go out there the first night. We actually stayed back for other reasons, but we actually went out early Friday morning. So we didn't even make it out there Thursday. The weather was part of the reason, but so we didn't even make it there. We're gonna do like a little meetup on Thursday. We'll have to schedule another one sometime. You watch Rock Scooter videos on the 4th. There you go. Working on yourself on the 4th. Love it. Went to Florida coast. Sean, how was the weather out there? Was it good? Floods are nuts. Some of the roads near you were completely washed away. Matt, where were you at? Like which area of town were you in? Woo, a little bit of flip-floppy volatility here. I see the market that's good. VIX is still pretty okay. We didn't have any like craziness on VIX. A little elevated, I think, off of the last 3 or 4 days as VIX has been sort of trading slightly back to equilibrium. It was decaying, now it's back up. But nothing alarming on VIX, I would say. Nothing crazy right now to worry about. NVIDIA, what is this? VVIX should be okay. Alrighty. Let's roll out. Down my 2 contracts, MHP, S&P. See if I can't get a nice little blasty move to half cap. Oh yeah, by the way, I need to get my... But yeah, we had fun. Oh, this party. Hold on, investing. Roll it. Go up. Okay, that's a good start. Good start, good start, good start. Move up, baby. What do we got on the calendar today? I'm long out the door. Cool. Let's keep running it. Only retrace half that move already. Resiliences are... Nasdaq is... S&P's negative, and let's see how it's working right here. All right. Not a bad start to the day. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, that's all right. That was worth $9,000. Let's see if I keep going. I love making 10K in 30 seconds. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was fun. As long to closed out most of my NASDAQs that just each made about $2,000 each. I was long on those guys, and then I'm holding on to the S&Ps, which are barely up a little tiny bit. So yeah, that's it, guys. I made about 10K. Sometimes I feel like I don't even have a real fucking job. As stupid as it is sometimes when money just falls into your lap. Now again, trading's not easy. Don't let me sell that idea to you. It's hard as fuck. I'm just really good. I can imagine that if I wasn't streaming, I could just do that and then spend my day doing nothing else. You're welcome for the eye. I know, right? That's right. AJ's GOAT. You know it, baby. All right. So now again, I was rapidly liquidating my NASDAQs as they flew off the handle right out the door. Anytime I get like a quick 40 points, I close out. So now we'll see what we actually get. Let's get liquidity maps going forward. Resiliences are negative. This might not actually pay out, but we'll see. Let's get our liquidity maps. See what we get. Same as every single day. It's open, close, setup. So resistance at half gap. I assume at the negative res is where I close at half gap. That's what I did. So let's see what we get here. I don't think we get a rally off of this today. QQQ. Oh, cool. So we have bullseye bottom. So Q is going to be a little bit more fun today. We have hedge pressure slightly below the open, which is just about $1.25. So roughly 50 points lower off the open on NASDAQ is support and liquidity pocket. So NASDAQ, we have boom, boom, and boom from the bottom. We have essentially from open 1 point and then 2.5 to liquidity pocket. So 1 point at open is going to be support. Let me draw this really quick here. All right, so right now, if resilience is positive, the market's gonna go up and fill the gap to the upside. It's what we're looking for now. Oops. I don't even know where this blue line came from. Okay. Okay, so we have there. We have hedge pressure below. So this is going to be, let's just reuse this one. 40 points lower. So right about 900 on the dot is hedge pressure itself from liquidity map here. So I'm going to hold on to the S&P versions of these trades. Settings, close above. Okay. Conditions are pretty decent. Like I said, I'm just holding S&P. Nothing bad there. Resiliences are negative though, which means if we're against the box, this is resistance. So here's hedge pressure again for one more tap. Question is, do I want to take one more tap? Okay. I closed right at that half gap here. So here's the bounce point. If we lose any of this, just sit out for the rest of the day as the roll. Those little right here, this guy just hold on to 2 S&P contracts around the edge here, NASDAQ, and then from here, 2.5 lower, should be 100 points lower, is going to be bear zone top. So 100 points from here, which would be 800, is your bottom of your liquidity pocket as well. So this is resistance now, by the way. Resist. God, I can't wait till this be automated. Okay. This is support. Should be good. Let's add one more to that and just be daredevils here today. I'm supporting hedge pressure here. I'm watching NASDAQ and S&P simultaneously. So NASDAQ has bears on top at the bottom. This is dip to buy for sure. In my book. If it holds, ideal conditions, 90% close above, greater market DD ratio greater than half. We're in a bull setup. We've got SPY above MHP, check, and the monthly map symbol, check this. You guys know the drill here. I'm already up 10 Gs. Literally, first 30 seconds, I made about 10 Gs in my funded accounts. Pretty nice. I closed at half gap. So when I got that big 40, 50 point candle, I was long, 2 and 3 contracts across the board. And then I just closed out all my NASDAQs because they were each up about 2K each. And that's really what I go for in these accounts here, just for consistency. It's about the amount I try to make. And hit half gap, so I closed. We were in liquidity pocket on SPY, which is good. Nothing crazy. As long as you're above that dark gray, you're good. As long as you're above that dark gray, you're good. Now, we do have liquidation. As you see, dark gray and light gray are both sloping up. That's a sign of some selling pressure. So just be on the alert of that selling pressure, you guys, today. Woo! Friends, hit that like button. Don't forget, hit the like button really quick. Everybody here, 324 people, hit that like. As soon as we hit 1,000 viewers, I'll trigger that giveaway. And also today, lifetime giveaway today. Lifetime rocket scooter given away today for the $1,000 spend from last month. All right, hanging in there. Conditions, S&P resilience is slightly flat and doing okay, which is really good because I don't know. Hold on. Let me draw on my screen some of this. All right, so what I'm looking for today is the following. On hedge pressure, support to here. If resilience is less than 0, then it's resistance, okay? So if this is less than 0, that's the high of the day, okay? That's it. The gap will not fill. If this is less than 0, this also can be resistance as well. You've got two really strong supports. Let me just draw this all really big. So what we're staring at is like kind of like ping pong between two different really strong supports. Class, who here is trading this? Are you guys long right now? Are you guys short right now? I want to know what the group's doing. Everyone tell me what you're doing. Got long pressure. Oh, let me make a little smaller dot there. Got long pressure from here to here. You've got long pressure from here to there. Long. You guys are so fucking smart. I feel like the idiots watch other streamers and the smart people stay here. This is fucking great. You guys are fucking awesome at this. Resistance there. That's it. You got a range inside of here. Pick your poison. Oh, I love fucking making money, guys. I love it. I love putting 10 G's in 30 seconds. Dude, literally. You can't complain with that. Now again, it's not that easy all the time, but I did long pretty heavy at the open because we're at MHP. That's the shit right there. Ooh. Can't complain. Great way to start the week, though. I'm still a little hungover. But I'm doing okay. We survived. And actually, Friday, we had the pontoon. We were supposed to go and be in the boat all day Friday. And then, I'll tell you guys the story of what's going on now. Again, let's hang in there. It's got that resilience needs to start moving here. Hopefully the stocks get some movement. Hopefully hedge pressure holds. It'd be very rare for a monthly hedge to break. If monthly hedge were to break, this is a really nasty down day. The only thing we have is that one support down here in Nasdaq. So basically, if I lose this, I've got nothing but to wait for there to buy. So let me kind of like make this a little bit. Let me kind of draw this with one color here. All right, this is support. We don't normally long on blue when orange breaks. That's one thing. This is support. This is resistance. That's the fight today. With resilience less than 0, it's resisting here. This is what you show. This is support resistance. If we lose this, sit out is my rule for me. All of this, sit out all of this. And then I long off of here. Okay. Off of LP long. You guys know the rule, right? You can still long when monthly hedge break happens. Just small trade only is the rule that I have. Again, you guys, not investment advice. I hate when I say this. Some people think he's giving call outs. I don't do call outs. I love you guys. I don't give a shit if y'all make money or not. I'm here for me. Okay. So I ain't trying to tell y'all what to do. This ain't what this stream is about. I teach y'all how to trade. So I want to walk proudly with you guys to the finish line, but because y'all did it on your own. We all gonna fucking make money, but I don't give a shit if y'all make money or not. No offense. Daddy wants to be rich. Y'all could, you know. So no investment advice. But I do want y'all to crush it on your own. Nothing makes me happier to see that. Okay, so down here, I will sit out. When you break monthly hedge, blue hedge pressure is not considered a long pivot. When you're breaking the stronger one, I don't long the weaker one. If I lose any of this with the stop 40 points below here, about right at the 880 level, if I lose this, I sit down and grab the liquidity pocket. Liquidity pocket's always long every single time, except for when you're irrational on a hedge break. It's small trade only. Automatic small trade only. So if it falls here and the market's like crashing out, I grab with micros. That's it. I'm rich already though. I don't feel rich. When you make more money, you just buy more stuff. That's one thing people want to understand. I just always tell people I'm comfortable. Believe it or not, I feel like people that are rich are people that have millions of dollars to spend. Even though I make significant amount of money, it goes right into something else. So I'm in the portion of my life where I'm what they call wealthy, but not rich. Wealthy is on paper. Rich is like, I may have money to like live a good life, but I consider myself very wealthy. But like, that's because the money I make builds a trading platform or builds a business or builds that or buys this or buys this. But I'm not like taking the cash. I'm at the point where all the money I make invests into something to get even bigger. So I'm growing numbers on paper, but my wallet's still pretty much average, right? Average-ish. Well, above average, but yeah. Rich would be like you're wasting money. That's how I define it. Like you're wasting money. So yeah. I'm at the mode of building like generational wealth. That's what I'm trying to do. And my kids and grandkids and stuff can have grandpa's money. And then they can waste it and be rich. Those little fuckers will be rich. And then they'll be poor at the end of it. No, I'm going to teach them well. They're not going to be. Gabriel's going to be real smart. P. Diddy shrimping boat. So you're looking at some kind of P. Diddy shrimping vessel. Am I right? See, that's why I like this guy. He listens. Yeah, I didn't take him for a listener because of the pinky ring, but... oh, yeah. Wealthy as Warren Buffett. Yeah. So... I do live pretty good, though. I do have a decent life. Long and a half gap. Bro, you nailed it. You nailed it. If Res goes now Res is slightly above 0 on NASDAQ, slightly below 0 at 0 at S&P. Class, when resilience is at 0 or below 0, what do we assume? What do we assume about resilience? You've been calling people Bozo lately. I like that name. I was a big fan of Bozo the Clown when I was a kid. I liked the Bozo show. Bozo literally means clown. Positive. Yeah, positive. LOL, you bozo. You're a bozo, whatever. It's a funny sounding name. I love it. Bozo. Nothing says clown more than Bozo the Clown. Or Homie the Clown. Did you ever guys remember in Living Color, the Wayans brothers? He had the sock and we hit people. Homie don't play that. Y'all remember that? When Jim Carrey was on that show too. Homie don't play that. Jim Carrey was on the show. He went by James Carrey. I remember in the credits. He was Fire Marshal Bill and all kind of the workout instructor. Yes, chart levels. Yeah. So similar thing. S&P has no catch until the bottom, like way down here. So all of the stuff in S&P, again, it's not picking up a lot of momentum. And be very careful if we're losing any of this. Like I said, it's a tight stop. If we lose this, I'm out of the way for a while, which is totally fine. My exposure is really small right now. Just S&P, you know. It's 1-2 attempts to move and it's failed. I'm not a big fan of this kind of setup here, but we're right on the edge and I can easily close out if it doesn't work. Res just took a little bit of a nosedive and this is actually resistance now. But again, I always try to take the long bet. Alrighty. So this is it. It's like it's here or never. If it doesn't bounce from here, then I'm just out of the way. I can do anything. This is also resistance. So the same bone on the S&P, 98 and 30. This is like basically the fight. If we lose this, there is nothing underneath it to catch it for a while. S&P's kind of got like no support underneath that. So it's like there or never. You've got 60 points lower. So if this is big ass red sell-off day today, then that's what it is. So well, hopefully we don't get that. But the market has not sold off any of this move, really. Just retraced a lot we saw yesterday. So I think that today might chop inside of here. And if it feels like it's trying to build pressure to sell off, it might probably do it tomorrow. I don't think today is going to be the day until stocks start turning around. So let's double check the stocks here. Both S&P and Nasdaq are down a little bit. Resilience being lower. It's not that bad because NVIDIA just is kind of like not really selling off. It's just slightly below half gap, which is why it's pulling back. You should be all right. Apple, okay, good. BLU, Amazon, good with support. Microsoft, BLU on blue support, perfect. We actually broke through hedge pressure to the upside. Gamma squeeze on Microsoft on weekly is good. Meta support, liquidity pocket, that's good. Oh yeah, you got plenty of support in the stocks here. Tesla monthly hedge pressure, dude. Like 4 of the majors are literally within moments of their edges. So yeah, if the market were to sell today, it's a fucking crash. Everything is on the edge of liquidity. So what am I going to do? I'm going to long it and then stop if it falls. If it falls, it's falling hard. This is so easy to see. So everything is basically right on the edge here. Monthly maps looking slightly okay, the exception of QQQ, which is a little bit of liquidation over the next week. As QQQ is starting to build up with a little bit of liquidation pressure and a little bit of shorting pressure, but not terrible because we are still in bull zone. Other than that, one may argue that this is still liquid as this is sloping down and that's sloping up. Either way, a little bit of choppiness is all I'm expecting on the Q front. Yeah, good question. Great question, right? So greater market, guys, how many of your greater market signals are bullish today? How many? How many? How many? How many? You listening? Oh, I forget there's a delay in chat. It's not like Zoom where y'all can answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer the question. I'm kicking you out of the Zoom call, right? All three. All three. Nasdaq is not what you consider for greater market. It's S&P, right? You want the diversified market with catches all of them. So all three, baby. All three. When all three are bullish, I'm a bull. All three. Answer the question or I'm kicking you out. So you teach you guys to think fast, right? So today is a very simple day. It's a very simple day. I'm planting longs and crossing my fingers right here, which is what I did. If I'm wrong, it's bad, like very bad, like crash bad, because everything is at liquidity pocket, hedge pressures, everything. So very bad if we break. That's bad here. So breaking MHP is a sit out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to long and just hold on to it, see where we go. At best, resilience goes greater than 0 and we fill the freaking gap right there. And I pocket a huge win today. I love making 10 G's out the door. I think that's 10 G's. I didn't add it up. Let's double check. I think it's close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 62, 66, 72, 82, 90, 97, 10,004. Yay! I didn't even trade on one of them. I thought I had grabbed something in that one. Well, I didn't. Whatever. I like making money. All right, guys, what y'all do today? Did y'all make anything? Did y'all make any trades? Let me know your trades in the comments below. Maybe I can just take that half gap play. Yeah, let me close out and take profit on all this. Let me close. Because half gap is still resistance. That was a great trade. That scalp could be all that needs to be done today. That's it. That's it, guys. And I'm gonna wait. I'm done for the day. Trade the next pivot resistance. It could continue to go, but still, the resilience is not giving us the love. This is about where we're gonna be pulling back. See, I made the decision, right? Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, good deal. Now you know the decision I'm making, right? It's just to trim out. But look, I've already made pretty much as I need to, and I'm going to wait. The proper trade is to hold on for gap fill with a small runner, which I could probably do. But 10K day for you. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Very good. Very good. Coming back from fourth. Hungover as shit. I got some fun stories though. We had a fun time. Who here is your first day on our stream, by the way, if you haven't been here before? Who's like a first time, who's a first time Scooty? There's a bunch of scooterers, but who's the Scooty here? Shut up, Gabriel. Nobody asked you. Don't you start with me today, boy. Lucas, fuck off. Okay. Hate you guys. God damn it. See these guys. They're nuts. If you're first timer, you need to go. You don't want to be here. These guys are crazy. Look at them. Did y'all do, at least did you guys stay dry and have fun for the 4th? What did you guys do? Did y'all have some fun time with your family? Pray for Texas. Yeah, it was really sad. So on Friday, and I showed you guys on Friday, we were at the first timers, Seydu, HD. Oh my god, you guys, y'all are funny. So Stealth, welcome Cyborg. Maritime Trader, welcome. HTZ, welcome, what's up? Half these people are lying. Don't trust them at all. They're a bunch of shitheads. They lie too much. First time scooter P&L check. What's up, man? Welcome. So we did this. I posted some, if you guys want to see, we had about like 30 something, actually closer to, I think it was like, I lost count because our girlfriends in the front were bringing more girlfriends. So like people were showing up at the house. I lost count, but the main crew was like 25, 30 people. We went to Austin. I don't know if I posted a lot about it, but look, I'm gonna show you guys how crazy it was. We were in Lake Travis. So this is when the rain just started and it got so much worse that if you guys didn't hear, Texas was flooding and a lot of people, like 70 something people were reported dead. It's really sad. We couldn't even see further than this. Like our friends, it was raining so hard that the floaties they were on, people were like disappearing and we're like, hey guys, get back in. We can't see you. We lost visibility. And so as the rain started, we were out on the lake and the rain started. And this is kind of what it was like when it was, I don't have any videos of it crazy because we were like all hunkering together. But you couldn't even see that boat right there. It got so bad. And so flash floods hit Texas and they hit Texas really hard. And the sad part is that it hit this summer camp, this little girl's summer camp, and it's really sad. And a lot of them vanished and they haven't found them yet. The camp got swept away with the floods. The rivers over flooded. What's with the 2 half gaps? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. My bad. I was just being lazy. Resist. Okay. So basically, I just longed kind of the next resistance. We don't have full bull support with these white lines less than 0. We know that it's resistance from there. So we had hedge pressure long. This was pretty decent eats all morning. A little bit of a buffet there. I fully flattened out, so pretty good. It was kind of nice. What part of Lake Travis? That's a really good question. I don't know where exactly we were in Lake Travis. All I know is that I got there Friday morning. I had like 3 shots, and then I got on the bus, and the bus took us somewhere. And I was already having already had a good buzz going. Boot camp's today at 4 o'clock, right at market close. So one of my buddies planned the boat. So we planned the house. This was our part of the party. We planned the house. Let me show you the house we had. It's pretty dope. Hold on. I'll show you on the Airbnb. So we got a complex. It slept, I think it slept like 30 or 40 people. 15 bedrooms. So we got this guy right here in Austin. It was dope as shit. So we had like, essentially, there's 4 houses and 2 garage houses. And, oh yeah, it was nice. This is where we stayed. And there was actually 4 houses. There's a pool table, rooftop view, which you didn't get to enjoy. There's a hot tub we were chilling in. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4 houses, and then 2 little garage houses. And we basically filled it up. We had friends flying in for this, a huge party. Most of us were chilling here watching TV and like eating and drinking, playing on the table there, playing like card games and drinking games stuff. Really dope. And that was fun. So IDOC and I booked the house. It wasn't really too bad. We ended up each only pitching in like, I think it was like $500 a person. Now again, I probably should know this, but IDOC put it all together. Everyone, actually, no, wait, no. Like, no, actually, no, it wasn't 500 a person. It was 1,000 a person, something like that. I think. Somewhere in there. Anyways, everyone pitched in. You got a pretty decent deal. It was not too bad. Downtown Austin, we were there. We're going to watch the fireworks. The fireworks show got canceled. That sucked. Then my buddy booked the boat, and I think like 25 of us went on the boat. Not everybody went boating. And the next day, we're supposed to go go tubing on the Guadalupe, which, of course, is what flooded and killed a bunch of people. This is the second time in my life I have dodged the floods of the Guadalupe, like deathly. So let me tell you, a long time ago, when my son's mother was preggo, supposed to go out to, this was like about 10 years ago, 9 years ago. Supposed to go out to that area of town, to Wimberley, and stay in this house on the river, on the Blanco River. And the house that we were going to stay in got national headlines because a family got trapped into it. And there was videos of the family trapped in the house, and they were climbing up to the top floor, and the house lifted up, drifted away, and the family was never found. I was supposed to stay in that house that weekend. It was the family friend house we stayed in every single summer, actually. Did I get to see John Carter? No, I didn't see anybody in Austin. But so back then, the only reason we didn't go was because the very last minute, she wasn't feeling too well. Didn't want to drive in the car. Dodge a bullet there. This time, raging flash floods. We're supposed to go tubing. We didn't go. We went boating. We go tubing the next day. So had they booked tubing the previous day, we would have been on the river as it flash flooded. So the very next day, not making up, side dog. So we were choosing, should we do tubing first or boating first? This is what everybody was saying. And it just so happened that the random roll of the dice, my buddy picked boating first. And so we're out there on the lake as this rain started, and it was so thick, you couldn't even see like literally 50 feet from the boat. It was a whiteout. And then the wind started picking up, and the boats were like knocking into each other so bad, and they were all drifting around. They weren't even staying flat. And they were going to call it But then they were like, yeah, there's no rain, no thunder, we'll be fine. And of course, the drunk logic of all of the engineers that were there were kind of like, well, I mean, what's the worst that can happen if there's flash flooding? We are on a boat in a lake. I feel like this is probably the safest place to be when there's flooding. Is on a boat. Now, with life jackets, should be okay. Like, we could get on the road and get stuck on the road, you know, get flooded on the roads. You know, let's just, and everyone's like, we're fine. We all got together. We're like, should we try to go back? And then the guys were kind of like, everybody we hang out with was like an engineer working in big oil. So they're all really smart. And all their wives are also working in big oil. So it's like, guys and girls, all my buddies, all IDOC's friends, we're all sitting there like having scientific conversations about the probability of us, like what's the, and then so we're like, okay, the group determined, because we were in a boat, this is probably the safest place to be. So we stayed there. Yeah. Worst case, you just dock right up against your house. There you go. So right now, monthly hedge pressure one final time. And the answer is, should I try to take it one final time? What account should I take it in, though? All right. I did have one account I didn't trade in. So let me hit that one with 2. It's off screen. This one on screen, I can try to take it with 1. Okay. Shit, I got in so late on that one. In the middle of my fucking story. Whatever. But anyways, so right now the trade that I'm looking to make is hedge pressure support. 90% of days should stay above hedge pressure. Resilience is negative though, so it's gonna have a hard time breaking out of this. Not the best trade in the world, but I do long off monthly hedge every single time. Hopefully some of the stocks pick up some momentum, and now I'm probably hold on to this one. Maybe should try to ride a half gap at least fully. And do I have a 529 other account set up? Yes, we do have one of those, by the way. It's a good program if you have kids, by the way. If you guys haven't done it's a QTP, qualified tuition. Yep. Oh yeah. If you ask my 7-year-old what he wants to be when he grows up, he said he wants to be a feelings doctor. This is his intellect there. Not a fireman, not a cowboy, not an astronaut. Wants to be a feelings doctor. Is oddly specific. My 7-year-old wants to be a psychiatrist, so he wants to be a psychiatrist. Out of the blue. That's what he keeps saying. So clearly, you know, that 529 is gonna get a lot of use out of it. He's gonna go med school, so you know, according to him. So died and dying floods. Yeah, we were pretty lucky, but we almost, like I said, we almost booked tubing the first day and boating the second day. We happened to find a so within the dice roll, we would have been fighting the currents in inner tubes solo, trying to keep each other alive rather than being in a boat, because the river we were going to was the river that flooded. So that was it. So it was extremely nuts how the flooding was carrying houses away and stuff. The Guadalupe River is where you go ride tubes in Hill Country. And we were booked to go to the Guadalupe on Saturday morning. So this is the second time I've dodged a bullet Guadalupe. The other time, which is really sad, was the family got stuck in the house and didn't evacuate. And the house was on top of the riverbank, which sloped down into the river. You had 100 feet of space. And the river flooded that much that it picked up the house and carried it down the river. And then the house smashed into a road. So like basically there were roads that went over the river, but then the floods were up there and the house was picked up and carried into it, and then it smashed against the bricks, the road, like the bridge, and then the house broke apart. And sadly, they never found the family that was staying there, but we were supposed to be staying there that time. This was about 10 years ago. And the house that we stayed at, our family would go every single summer. It was a family. We had a house in Wimberley eventually, which is one of these like really cool places to go. It's a little like slice of heaven in Texas. And like our family, we owned a house there in my like later years. But in earlier years, we had a friend that had a house and we would stay there in the summers. And the house is no more. Gone for good. But crazy how we dodged it, right? AST every single time. EST every single time. So let me explain to you guys what we're looking at right now. As I long off of orange every single time. I take the trade every time to see if it goes. What's up? Hey, good morning. Isn't it crazy how we almost, like, had we chosen to go tubing on Friday instead of Saturday, we would have been in the Guadalupe fighting the floods. Yeah. So what made Peter decide to book Friday for boating and Saturday? Because that's a dice roll. We could have done it either way.
A dice roll, but then he always decided to. Well, because tubing could be optional. He wanted tubing to be optional, but Friday to be mandatory for everybody.
Yeah.
So he thought that he wanted everyone to have all the energy for Friday.
Yeah.
So by Saturday, if people are too tired to do tubing, they can do something else.
Oh.
Because then if you do tubing earlier and you get tired, some people might cancel on the boat. The boat's the one where we need most people on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like it's like 70 people I think are confirmed dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
That's what somebody said.
And it's crazy because we don't even have any hunch of what was happening outside of Austin, because even though it was raining, it didn't feel that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it was kind of bad. Anyway, I'm losing my voice. Is this considered grippy socks for socks?
Grippy socks? Where? Yeah, dude. Where'd you get this from?
From the jumpy thing, the jumpy place.
Oh, are you doing reformer Pilates?
Yeah, like right now. I gotta go.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Alright.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend $20. I'd rather buy $5.
No. Get cheap Pilates socks on Amazon.
Yeah.
You don't even, honestly, you don't even need socks, but you can wear. Okay, because you go slip on the thing. All right, yeah. All right. Bye.
Oh, pack up your phone. I don't want to box access.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay, so because 90% of days do not break monthly hedge pressure. This is monthly gamma exposure maximum of dealers. So 90% of days, throwback tests close on the same side they open on. So every single time it taps, I take a long to bet that it goes there. It doesn't mean it bounces 90% of the time, but it means that even if it crashes out and reclaims this level, I always jump back in on this level. So I took like one trade here just to kind of try it out. So because the probability is so high, I take it every single time. So I bet that it doesn't break. If it does break, then it does break. But it's the best place for me to try to take a long from, because down here, the market's going to collapse if it crashes out. You guys can see how there is pressure to hold it and predictable high volume pivots at that orange line. Every single time, I take the bet that the market is there. Now, if the market gets overrun by sellers, that's random and nobody can predict that. So what I do is I long at the high probability setup where the market is attempting to support. This morning, my $10,000 trade this morning was longing even pre-market. I mean, I was building a position right there when it started out. Now, if I'm wrong small. That's the best part. And it's just one contract in one account. So we're good. Oh, 2 accounts. Sorry. 1 contract and 2 accounts. ESG. So, well, resilience has nothing to do with direction. Resilience has to do with the probability of where or the location of where the index ends up being. Now, what resilience does here is just a pivot inside of this white box. Positive resilience goes to there. Negative resilience is resistance there and resistance there. That's all it is. It doesn't mean direction. So just because resilience is negative doesn't mean I short or sell. Do we all understand that? It just means this is resistance, as it says, which it is fucking resisting right now. It's gonna have a hard time gapping down and filling the gap. As it breaks into the box, it's having a hard time breaking through that as well. So I know that because resilience is negative, that my reward part of my trade is to there if I get lucky and it goes, and my stop is there. That's why when we started popping, I just took profit immediately because res was less than 0. If res was greater than 0, I would have held for gap fill. Now do you guys understand that? Yeah, AI, Metallica, kill them all, dude. So if I'm wrong small, right? So I take that trade every single time. So negative resilience doesn't mean selling off. It just means the stocks haven't filled their gap going higher. And what resilience actually does, if I show you, let's pull up a stock like NVIDIA maybe. With NVIDIA, just basically not really selling off. It's just showing you which side of the half gap most of the stocks are in. This is a net sum of the market cap of all the stocks in the S&P. NVIDIA is here. So this will be negative, or NVIDIA is contributing to the negative. But NVIDIA is not like crashing out either. This is just showing you a seesaw effect of like, is the market tilting to either we gap down, do we fill the gap, or we gap down, are we staying lower? By looking at all the stocks at the same time. The gap fill is a very important liquidity finding process. And so what happens is if the stocks are at the bottom side of this redistribution zone, the index is likely to be as well. So it doesn't mean the index is going to sell off. It just means the index is going to hug the lower side as well. It can if the stocks continue to sell, but resilience is not a stock selling indicator. It's a stock flux through this box indicator. So because res is negative, and be careful because we might be bringing monthly hedge pressure on S&P. We're going to watch this very carefully. As you see, it's been fighting here all morning, and it's finally starting to break. At this particular time, I could choose to close out my trade and jump right back in if it turns around and comes back above. MHP breaks are usually a caution for the equities market. So watch this. Let me go ahead and close out these positions. I'm going to close out. Just because we are breaking hedge pressure on S&P. I'll get right back in when we come up here. Even though I was trading NASDAQ, I'm going to use this as a caution to get out of the way. Does everybody understand when I say like flux indicator? It's like predicting the direction through something. Flux means like through something, right? So it's not a direction of is the market selling off or not. It means inside of this box, it's mostly going to be resistance from the middle and resistance from the box. As S&P is having a hard time breaking through because of the negative res, I did caution and get out of the way of the trade before it gets a little worse. And as you see, that was a great choice. As it's been fighting all morning, Nasdaq's probably selling as well. And let me go ahead and caution and get out of the way. Doesn't mean that I'm wrong on the trade, but if we get right back above here, I'll take it one more time for the attempt. Now, each time you get to a certain area, like here and here, we watch for what's called resilience deterioration. Right there, it's at 0. Right here, it's at like negative maybe 15. And here, it's getting worse. So each time you tap, there's more and more stocks that are outside of the box are selling off. Then what it means is resilience is showing that more and more stocks are failing, right? Failing to hold. So the question is, well, I can't take this trade every single time. Yet one more time, I can get right back in. I can rather do better safe than sorry by not doing anything, but I'm going to try to get in one more time. EST every single time. So I do like that. ESG every single time. One more time. Now, the odds are even lower that this trade takes off, but I still take it every single time. Why? Because I'm always betting on the bull market when I get the opportunity. But I did close out of the S&P gave me a scare, so I trimmed out. I'm going to watch S&P really quick to see if it reclaims, just to give me that hope there. But yeah, anytime I break this more than close to 10 points, I get out of the way. I did get out of the way a little prematurely there, but I'm right back in. See how that works? One more time. Guys, hit the like button. Yeah, I think y'all don't want to do a giveaway today, huh? Do me a favor. Smash that like button. Yeah, MRES is still decent. As you see, it just shows its resistance from here. So even my long from here, I could cash out off of the resistance. So it basically tells me that pivot, the polarity of the pivot, resistance, support, resistance, support. That's all it is. It's not direction of market. It's, is this pivot resistance? Watch us touch this white box and a red candle comes out of nowhere. It's possible. Again, stock market's random, but watch. When it gets here, it could just like, pew, out of nowhere. I'm not expecting it to just rally and go straight up. The stocks are not picking up momentum to fill their gaps. Resilience is the best indicator, period, for traders. It's cluing me into taking a low risk scenario. S&P is starting a monthly hedge break, but monthly hedge, as people have noticed, the tiebreaker at orange is positive, so that's a really good sign that this does hold for the day. We climb the line. I love it, dude. Hit the like button, people. Thank you. We'll do giveaway in about 10 minutes. We're getting there. EST. I love your song, dude. I really love it, man. So the different indicators you see at the bottom are tiebreakers of different areas. The orange is greater than 0. So this is likely to hold. Okay? Which is why I'm eager to keep trading it. This is likely to hold. This one, not good. So this is likely to resist. As you see, the market is really hugging this area, right? Which one is stronger? This one is stronger. So you have a strong support and a strong resistance, with the support being slightly stronger. There's more pressure to hold things up here than there is to resist things up in there. So that's why this is categorized as the EST trades, because it's the 90%ers. Very good setups. Even with negative resilience, I still only trade it just basically to there. So it's part of my R&R calculation. This makes this trade roughly, 13, 14 points with a 10-point stop, 1.4 to 1. You guys see how that works? This isn't like I'm buying the dip for the big rally. I don't have the evidence of that just yet. So I use the indicator at the bottom to essentially draw arrows on my chart as to directions of things. So let me draw them off for you again. This white one right here, right now is negative. So there's resistance there, resistance there. The orange one is positive. So there's support right here, likely. The blue one is positive. So there's support right here, likely. Now you can draw out some pretty decent trades. I'm going to pick a different color here. Yellow. Inside of here, there's a support and resistance, but when I have a choice, I usually err to the bull side if my greater market indicators are all bullish. All three of them are bullish, as we talked about. The DD ratio is very bullish. S&P is above MHP, at least for now. Well, this is the futures one, but it's even above the stock one in SPY. MHP is check. That's good. And then monthly maps, which is a 3-month outlook, is also good. So all three of my greater market are good. The irrational signals, nothing crazy yet, so we're okay. Because of that, I'd like to err to the bull side rather than crash it. If we lose this, the market falls really fast and really far. But as you see, every dip I attempt, I try to make a trade off of it to make that every single time setup. And inside of here, because there's resistance off of that and resistance off of that, if we break through here, the market's going to have a hard time breaking through that, which is why I've been cutting my trades in there. You'll see how that works? Everybody here see how this works? It's a polarity shift on each of these pivots. So now I could do some R&R. I've got a trade maybe from here to there, right? This is 13 points with a 10-point stop. It's 1.3 to 1. Here to there, kind of the same boat, but a rule of thumb is when you break MHP, which is the stronger pivot, you don't take hedge pressure pivot. So that's eliminated as a particular setup as we teach you guys. So therefore, the only trade that I have, which is what I said earlier, is basically this. And if it loses, I'm out, right? I sit out the whole day. And that's why I said that this morning. So if we start losing this and market pulls back, then I just sit out, right? Makes sense? Okay. So it's a polarity, right? We're using the aggregate of what the stocks are doing to predict what the actual futures will do, right? And so because of that, I sit out below. I'm like, this is bad. Like down here, sit out because crash. MHP because of crash. We break. We're on the edge. We're on the edge of crashing. Stocks are good though. So we should be good. So because of that, every single time. Yeah, if we recapture MHP after losing it, will I re-engage every single time? That's what I just did. I re-engaged whenever I was down and back up. Doesn't mean I'm going to win the trade, guaranteed, but I will re-engage every time I stop out and get right back in. I'll always re-engage, yeah. Where do I get these indicators? They are derived from options. The tool set inside of this Rocket Scooter tool set does everything. It's all automated. Yeah. Yeah. It's quiet without the music. Y'all want monkey paw? All right. Guys, we got to get... Hold on. So we have some traditions here, you first timers on the stream. We have some superstitions. When this song plays, the headband goes on, the market will rally. So what we're looking for is basically what we call the propagation of the rally would be off of this is a maximum gamma exposure of market makers, and what this actually does is predicts a high volume pivot. And we tell you guys, our stuff is volume prediction. So every one of my pivots will predict volume from ahead of time. These calculations were done on Thursday, actually. This orange line is predictable high volume. Do you guys all see it interacting with it? Do y'all see the volume spikes? Right. So what is that, right? This is neutralization volume from market makers neutralizing positions of sold options. Y'all see that, right? So because of this high volume, I make my trades at places that matter. Whether I'm right or wrong in this random market doesn't matter. At least I'm right from the right spot and wrong from the right spot, because I could cut my losses small if my efficiency was good longing from here, rather than longing from there like an idiot and longing from there like a schmuck. Longing from here allows me to keep my trade in control and in profit. Oh shit, those 4th of July sales aren't really there anymore, are they? Bye-bye. Because I know where the volume will be, I can be wrong from the right spot, which means I can cut my losses small. Does everybody understand the power of being wrong from the right spot? So I long at the area where I know where volume will be, and the probability at which it holds is very, very, very good. 90% chance we stay above this line. Back test. It's very rare to have a gamma squeeze create a sell-off or crash, which is why I have the word crash written here. It's very rare that you have that. It takes an event usually. Market just doesn't just mosey down and crash out on its own unless there's just some huge funds liquidating or something, which is rare, right? I actually play electric guitar too, so I know how to finger tap. I can do some Eddie Van Halen. So what I'm doing is I'm betting if the market stays the course, and then I'm basically betting on a not crash. to do a further analysis of this level, we do a market aggregate of what all the stocks are doing, and the stocks are maintaining positive gamma exposure on monthly exposed options. This is monthly options right here. So monthly options exposure of dealers only. The algorithm finds dealer options through clever use of the algorithm to sort out and filter out all the options trades that take place on the back end. So it's really sophisticated technology. I'm just betting that the market doesn't crash out, which is pretty decent that I've got a little bit of a run. And again, this white resilience is still negative. I'm still taking the long, but my long is limited probably to this area. So therefore my R&R is really tight. Have I made this trade 4 freaking times today? I still long it every single time. That's kind of the rule. So we call this the Monkey Paw song. This song, like traditionally, we try to play it whenever we want the market to rally. The headband also is part of the superstition because it requires us to focus, as you were taught in your training at Cobra Kai. Mercy is for the weak. A man comes at you, he is your enemy. An enemy deserves no mercy. What is the problem, Mr. Lawrence? So it's not a high probability move to the upside because the stocks aren't moving, but I still take the attempt every time. And whether I'm right or wrong, does at least everybody here, do you guys see that I'm whether right or wrong, I'm right or wrong from the right place? Does that make sense, everybody? Hopefully that makes sense, right? Being wrong from the right place matters. It saves you in so many losing trades because the market is chopping and I'm still green. And when I choose to cut, I'm not cutting with thousands of dollars of loss, right? So being wrong from the right place is what's very important. You're managing your trades so much better when at least you know what matters on the chart. Like I could say, fuck this, whatever, I'll take $200. Like I could just close out right now and still be making money. Oh shit, the trade didn't take off. All right, fine, let me close out and just pocket the 200 bucks. So important to turn a losing trader to a winning trader is managing your position size based on confidence. My confidence isn't that high. I mean, it's good, but it's not the best because one of these indicators are very negative. So it's gonna have a hard time breaking out of this as we see. Because my confidence is not perfect, I'm trading small, 1 contract instead of 3. The odds are still really high, so I'm still going to trade it, but just with a small contract. Position size based on confidence and entry at the right spot. And that's really the trick to this. That's like the only trick to this, believe it or not. So I can just say, you know what? I've had enough. I can just pull the plug right here and still walk away with a little bit of money because I longed at the correct spot, right? And Nasdaq is just having like a really hard time pushing up out of this. But as I see it struggling, let's go double check the big 7 and see what the Mag 7 are doing here today. Nvidia not picking up momentum. Okay. Doesn't mean it's going to sell off. Markets aren't top heavy. They don't fall just because they're not picking up momentum. They usually just stay put. They stay put all morning. So Apple, watch Apple today because Apple's having a monthly hedge break. This is the scary part. So keep an eye on Apple very closely. It's the only one that's looking scary. Amazon is good. Microsoft is good. I just done this a million times. Meta is good with a hedge break to the upside. And that could be like, you know what? I don't want this. Red candles the last 20 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Okay, I can close out and just walk away with nothing. Watch. No loss at that. Let me just close out flat. Whether I'm right or wrong doesn't matter, but I closed out. Although I probably should have done that because it's actually still sitting at an HP, but as you guys see how that works, right? Pretty decent run there. I probably should have not done that. Let me get back in. But I was demonstrating, whatever. EST every single time. Let's do it. But you see how whether I'm right or wrong, I choose the right place to trade. And it's very, very key to a winning trading strategy is not just chasing momentum. There's a lot of people that sell trading systems and sell, stuff that's all about like, let's take the breakout. Well, I mean, you're missing out a lot of the trade on the breakout. Whether you're like this is so many different failed ICT breakouts that throw your head spin. How many times we've created like whatever they call them, fair value gaps, broke, right? Fair value gap broke, like fair value gap broke, right? That's not a bad way to trade. It's not a terrible idea, but the idea is that the market's random, and if you're waiting to chase the long here, today was a day IC traders got fucked over pretty bad. But what we're doing is we're volume pivot traders. So we trade where the volume is likely to be. As markets are red, I'm taking the risk when it's red to get to pivot the right spot, right? So while ICT stuff is really good for people that use it, it has its failure points. Stuff like this is a failure point. It failed all day today. You could probably blow it up today. Trade in fair value gaps, right? Choppy, hard. Yeah, those aren't ICT breakouts, whatever they are. I don't trade that stuff. Well, they call it like the gaps, right? You have again, it's all subjective. Like you got, I don't know. You guys, I don't know, it looks something like this. Well, the point I'm saying is breakout traders. Breakout traders will sometimes get hammered, right? In this kind of thing. You need higher time frame. What? Okay, but the point is that it's all subjective, right? You can switch your time frame and make it look better. Point I'm saying with this is that in a choppy market, whatever range breakout you're using, if you're chasing along on that, and that, and that, and that, you got burned all day chasing range breakouts. Whatever time frame you're using, the point is if you're taking the long here, you got squeezed. You could have been massively upside down today. I'm glad that I'm wrong because I don't trade that. I don't trade that stuff. I'd hate to be relying on it. So whether I'm right or wrong, whatever case I'm saying is I trade good stuff, right? You seen the volume pivot, like, yeah. So I'm longing here when it's red. I'm not chasing long when it's green. All day long, people are going to be actually chasing long and losing. Right? That's the point. Just the fair value gap you take on higher time frame. See, this is the stuff I don't even like. Time frame, whatever you choose something that works for you. Yeah, that's the whole point. Point is that if you take the longs, whatever time frame, whether it's short-term time frame, if there's subjectiveness and you get to pick which time frame, that makes it even harder. So watch, let me ask you guys a question. On the count of 5, everybody type in what's the higher level time frame. Give me a time frame. Everybody just say it. What's the time frame I should pick? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Type it in. I mean, everybody knows, right? All right. So I want you guys to all read the chat. You see this bullshit in my chat? I love you guys, but look at this. Which one do I fucking pick? That just proves my point. Okay, stop typing. Jesus Christ. Which one of the 10,000 answers do I choose yearly? Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. I love you guys. This is why everyone's got their own, whichever one it is, 15-minute, 1 day, 1 hour, 4 hour. Which one do I pick? That's why I love that exercise. Doesn't mean it's a wrong trading system. There ain't no right fucking answer to that question using that stuff, guys. Come on. I love y'all. Thank you for participating in my experiment. Which one? Oh yeah, the one that works for you. Exactly, right? So the point I was just saying is that breakout trading sometimes will fail if you chase at the high. Let's not say ICT in there. Let's not poke any hornet's nest. What I'm saying is chasing the long, which a lot of people are doing. I don't know, pick what do they call it? Bull flags, pennants, whatever. Candlestick theory, right? You're punished by chasing the long. Whereas volume pivot trading, which is what we do, I'm longing in the red, where some of the other traders are chasing the short, I'm buying dip. And that's really the difference, right? Yeah, so it depends on what data you want, but mostly it depends, right? And that's kind of the point of what I like to say when it comes to ICT stuff. If you pair with Rocket Scooter, you're going to be dynamite. ICT himself, I'm actually friends with. We talk on the phone fairly often, actually. And he very much endorses our stuff as a compliment to his style of trading. He has always been a Rocket Scooter fan. Mostly because the two together are unstoppable. That's what I got to tell you. Ours is called positional risk analysis or volume prediction. Yeah. So the reason I do the little experiment with you guys, because say type what's the higher time frame? 30 minutes, 4 hour, 15 minutes, 1 month, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 15 daily, 15, 5, 1 hour, 4 hour, 3 minutes, 1 to 4 hour, maybe 1 hour. There's a lot of maybes, right? And it's hard to put on a headband and sing a song called Every Single Time when everything's maybe, right? But hedge pressure is every single time. Every single time, like the song says. And so volume prediction adds to that effect. You want your breakout to be supported at a key pivot with high volume, then you're golden, right? So you guys might not know this, but ICT lurks in our stream a lot of the time. He just doesn't talk. He texts me in the middle of my stream and says, "Hey, good play," or "Hey, this, hey, that." Like, so he'll chat with me, but he texts me instead of chatting in the stream. He just likes to be low key, but he definitely is a fan of our stuff. And we're a fan of his stuff too, for sure. But the idea is that most of the time there are failure points to any trading system. Chasing breakouts when our stuff is like resistance here, support here, we know it's choppy in between these two levels like I drew, then I know that I'm going to play the chop in these levels. I'm going to long here and then maybe exit up here, right? Yeah. Being wrong from the right place is all that matters. My failure point is that our whole system is built on the idea that you can't predict the stock market. In general, my failure point is that every trading system is a failed trading system. That's what we start off by saying. And so we build off of that mentality, is that we start with a everything can't predict the market mentality. So then what can you predict? And ours is like, well, we can predict volume. It's different. I can't predict direction. Backtest will tell me probability of direction, but every day is a different day. Every day is an independent day with its own mechanics. Majority of days don't have enough volume to break through this level, which is why I try to trade it every single time as it's holding. But even if I'm wrong, at least I know why I'm wrong. And I know if the small probability thing happens, it's really bad. So that's why I'm kind of like on the edge with one contract, and then I can just kind of be tight on this trade, right? Pretty cool stuff. Hey. So the education, thank you for joining the experiment. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah. The reason why I say that is because there's no right answer, and you guys can frame the trade however you want on a different time frame to adjust the duration of your trade based on which the charts are telling you. Like, oh, higher time frame, let me wait longer. Lower time frame, let me wait shorter. And now you have too many variables to your trade, right? Now you just committed to 3 hours of trading because the 4-hour chart says you should. And to me, I don't have variable time. I trade from pivot to pivot regardless of the time. So what we created was a time independent method of volume prediction. I never, ever change these candles. Never. It's the 1 minute always, just so I can watch the trading. I never use time frames at all. It's so much simpler to just look for where volume is and trade, just independent of time. And if you guys use something like ICT to make a further determination of the momentum or the support and resistance, which that's good, whatever time frames you use, that's fine. Your 920 is the key level that matters today. Make your decisions around this level. Is this level going to hold or not? Because that's where the volume is. And if we lose this, there's no volume anywhere else to catch this. So that's why I tell you guys, you know, it's either here or nowhere. When I'm taking the trade, I'm either long here, or if it fails, I'm sitting out because we got nothing for a while. This is the next support on NASDAQ, which is like 120 points lower. So I'm definitely not going to hold one contract with 120 points as $2,400 in loss. I ain't going to do that. So I'll stop pretty tight and take a couple of stabs at this every time. And if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We haven't seen any improvement on the stock front, but the NASDAQs have done a little bit slightly better. Right. And we call it, from like our methodology, it's called being wrong from the right place. Volume pivot trading. Yeah. ICT and volume prediction combined, as people have said, is really like, it's like the secret market sauce, is what people tell me. When they added our levels to their analysis method, people said that was what turned their, because essentially you can't plan with ICT. You can only react, right? Because you're looking at candles as they're forming. You can only react to something that happens. You can't really plan like hours in advance. Like, okay, I'm just going to plan like today, all morning while I'm getting ready, while I'm brushing my teeth and combing my hair and stuff. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to long at 920 today. Can't wait. Right. And so being able to plan ahead and know where levels are important is actually very important. Barcode Mondays, you hit it. Yeah. Probably should admit to being friends with someone that claims he made the market maker algo and can have two guys in a van. Trust me, I know a bunch of traders. They all say shit like, okay, everybody in trading is weird. I don't judge people for whatever their sales pitches or whatever. Trust me, everybody in trading is fucking weird. Me too, me included. I'm friends with the human part of people. So I don't judge. People can say what they want. Yeah. I've heard that story. I don't know if that's just a tall, I believe there's a lot of tall tales about a bunch of big people. So love the education. Thank you. What's my strategy called? Volume prediction, or positional risk analysis. We use positions in the market and options to identify market maker risk, and we trade off of it. This is positive gamma. You're going to get gamma hedging or long delta hedging. More than short above this orange line, and the orange tiebreaker lines are greater than 0, which means orange is more likely to support than resistance, right? You found most good influencer traders use Rocket Scooter? A lot of people do. Yeah, a lot of people do. Even if it's not on their screen, a lot of people keep it off screen and use our levels to add to their trading strategy. You see through this nonsense? No. I have the highest win rate of any live streaming trader. Don't call it nonsense. People have watched me rock a 70-80% win rate for like 5 years now, live streaming, for sure. Unsubscribe. Have a good day. All right, that's funny. I'm live every day. Yeah, literally. I just told him that I can make it. A lot of people like that are coping really hard with their failure as a trader, and they cope. That's why they're so defensive. One person doesn't like the idea that I say something's incomplete and needs assistance. That's a coping mechanism. If you were crushing it, you wouldn't be so sensitive. But usually after weeks of or months or years of losing something, you've committed to something, you're defending it. You do that with relationships as well. How many of you been in a relationship that felt abusive, yet you stayed for a couple years because you're fucking emotionally tied to it? That's what people do in trading. Wrong from the right place. That's our motto. Be wrong from the right place. That way you have control in your trading. He needs a feelings doctor. Let me call my 7-year-old. Let's see if we can help. That's okay. Some people, like I said, if you were absolutely having a great time and doing very well with something, you would not be so beta male about it. You wouldn't be sensitive. If you were confident, you tell people to fuck off. That's why like zero influencers pick fights with me, because they know I'm a good trader and they know I'm confident. I don't give a fuck if they did. Anybody out there can say anything they want about me, and I just say I'm an awesome trader, and here's my stats. All right, so this is like in a second time. Maybe we can just cut this out one more time if it loses. If I start losing, I'm actually gonna trim. If we start finding lower lows on this 880, I'm gonna hold off with one because this account's already up $1,000 anyways. But 880, which is one strike distance QQQ, final loss on here is where I'll stop for good. But the only thing of value is volume. Otherwise, these lines can be drawn anytime if you know what you're doing. I think that's weird. What does failed MHP looks like? Close below and retest to continue. Yeah, so failed MHP would be 880 break and then go. Yeah. A lot of people get emotionally tied to something. That's why they commit to something that fails them. I think as I tell you guys, is that ICT and volume is like, if you put our stuff and ICT stuff together, is fucking the $1 million question. It's like, what is the completion of the ICT strategy? You can't predict anything. You can only react. Bookmap, you can't predict anything. You can only react. It shows you what's happening as it's happening. So the difference is we have levels to look at. And then when you get there, you can make decisions when you get there and then use those other things as confluence to this. And that's really the trick. I'm live every single day, every single morning. Yep. Yep. After 3 weeks of watching Your Believer, you replace your lost subscriber. Oh, thank you. I was even telling him how to enhance a strategy, but a lot of people are so defensive, and you're only defensive if it's failing you. And you guys will learn the strategy in life. If you're defending something and you're angry when somebody's, here's the thing. If somebody's talking something about anything you're doing and you're angry about it, it's because you're not confident. If you were confident, you would understand that haters, you'll just bounce off you. Like ever since we started getting really big on YouTube, haters come out and I don't sit there and like feel anything about it. It's part of the thing. You'll notice there's more and more people that do it. Like I'm so confident in what I do because it does so well. It doesn't shake me. And like the guy was like, anybody can draw these levels. I'm not sitting here saying, these are the best levels ever. Nothing can beat this. This is whatever. You're stupid. I'm just like, okay, well, believe what you want. And a lot of people that are like that, when you're challenging their position and they're extremely emotional about it, it's because it's an emotional investment due to failure. An emotional investment due to success, he would tell me to fuck off and I made $1 million this year and show me the proof to prove me wrong. But when you scurry away and take your ball and go home like a damaged little kid, you're just probably losing a lot in just coping with the idea that you're losing. And this is a psychological part of trading, is you have to learn not to be stuck in a bad relationship where you're coping most of the time. I'm not saying that to be insulting either. It's a lesson for the rest of you guys that are here. Don't be stuck where you're coping with something. You got sold something, you paid a lot of money, and you're still committed to it. That's why you say committed to a bad relationship, because you invested all those years in it. It's hard to let go. But if something's working from you, do it. I had a dream last night, a weird one, that there was like the best pizza place in New York. So I only talked about pizza last week with you guys. And I went to this place, but everybody's like, it's a mafia place. And like, but the pizza's really good. But it's really weird because, you know, sometimes they don't make your pizza. They just tell you to fuck off. You order it, you wait, and they're like, yeah, we didn't make your pizza, fuck off. So I was like, all right, I'll take my risk. And I ordered this pizza. It was this giant pepperoni and sausage pizza. And I looked in the back of the restaurant and everything was in the dark. There were like these little tiny lamps that you couldn't even see the people making the pizza, like only the bottom of their chin. Weird ass dream. And they were like very somber, very quiet. There was like 15 people making pizzas in the back and you couldn't see anything. It was like dark and mysterious. And yet I was very intrigued and I wanted this pizza more than anything. And I woke up from the dream wishing I knew what the pizza tastes like. I didn't get my pizza the first day. In the dream, I didn't get a pizza. So I ended up walking back to the place the next day and ordering the pizza. And then by the time they closed, as I'm leaving, somebody's like, oh, there's your pizza right there. And it was sitting on the edge. But then I woke up because my alarm was going off. So to be continued, the story of the pizza. But they called the guy, his name was Vincenzo or something, like they were all, you know, like kissing his knuckles like they do in The Godfather. Very weird dream that all this came from. But they were like, it's a mafia joint, man. But the pizza's good, you gotta go. But sometimes they just tell you to fuck off. You bought a pizza and you don't get it, and they're like, yeah, we didn't make it, fuck off. You ain't gonna do anything about it, you know. What are you gonna do about it? You just gotta walk out, you know. Yeah, gonna rise to the episode of Seinfeld, right? All right, so resilience is starting to deteriorate a little further. We're losing a little bit of momentum on the stocks. Not that it creates a monthly hedge break, but what I can do is I can just decide to sit out because I'm way up in all these accounts anyways, and just choose to not do anything. Maybe just chill. What do I do this winter here? I'm still gonna hold on to the other one contract. Why the hell not? Yeah. 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 I'm like, and see, being wrong from the right place is very important. What I'm interested in, especially when I'm watching somebody trade, is somebody teach me something I don't know. I don't go into something. I don't like that it's growing volume, advancing volume, declining candles. This is probably a break. But the minute I close out, it's going to rally. I know myself. Lord ED incoming? Possibly, right? I might trade this out, close this out, and just wait. But I need to actually let myself have the full stop. I'll let it go to 80. What is that? 800 bucks? I'll take the risk. 800 bucks, whatever. Just this account here. Oh, I did close that one out earlier. Cool. Okay. This just this one account here. When I jump back in, I didn't jump back in on my remaining funded next account. Not yet. That one still down a little bit. But I usually go places to like learn from people. That's my whole thing. Is I'm like open to learning from somebody else, but if somebody is like teaching something that there we go, right? There's a little divey dive there. All right. And there's right about 880 is the loss limit here. Is there news? Let's double check. That was a pretty brutal candle. Let's just double check here. Introduce anything. Trump is talking. News today, by the way, on the calendar. There's nothing going on today. Tomorrow, nothing really crazy through a note auction. That's it. Wednesday, 10-year, which is a bigger one. FOMC minutes. Minutes is a big deal. And then 30-year auction. There's that final little flush there. Hopefully we get a little ride off of that. You said that person is bouncing from traders to traders unsuccessfully since he's committing time to his own development, learning the system completely. Yeah. Like, well, also that person's watching YouTube, so he's obviously still learning. Like if he was, succeeding, he wouldn't be scrolling through YouTube to try to find the right show to watch, right? He was and it's kind of like a catch-22, or actually not catch-22. It's kind of like ironic, right? If you are watching somebody to try to get confluence in what you're doing or to learn something different, you should accept their idea as something maybe you don't know. Because if you're watching YouTube, it probably is because either A, you're just bored and want some company, or B, for most people, it's because you're still learning and trying to learn from people, which makes sense. But then why would you not want to learn from somebody when they're teaching you something? It makes no sense at all. So basically, you're just wasting your time. Bouncing from place to place, trying to tell people that you're right and then they're wrong. And then it's like, I don't understand the psychology there, or whatever. Like, I'm like, why would you go somewhere and then the only reason you are watching is to learn something, but then you're choosing what you do don't want to learn. It means you already know everything. If you're already knowing everything, then why would you be watching YouTube? And then that circular logic just basically means you're failing and committed to failing, and you're stuck in a loop and you can't figure out why. I know, right? I guess kind of mind blow there. The psychology is real in trading. Psychological effects are big. What emotions trading, or what are those, right? Nailed it. Yeah, if you don't have emotions, you're doing good. Yeah, the guy who won Robin's Cup does ICT and volume. Yeah, ICT and volume prediction. That's it. Those are amazing. You put them together, they work very well. 5 years of live streaming. 10 years. Actually, I've been streaming for 10 years. I've had Rocket Scooter techniques since about 5 years, though. Explain the 3 squiggly lines on my chart. Yellow, blue, and white ones. Aha. Okay. So what they are, let me go to what they really are. On SPY. Okay, we have a couple different indicators here. And again, I'm gonna take about $800 worth of drawdown. This account was up like 600-ish already. Now this account's down. This account's now flat for the day. It's like down like 80 bucks. Okay. What we do is we use options. I'm gonna start from the top. We use options in SPY to draw something called a liquidity map. Liquidity map is going to identify bulls in SPY, bears in SPY, which is off the chart. Let me put this on the chart here. It's an ingenious method. I want you guys to take like a 5-minute journey into learning something with me. We can identify where bulls are in SPY and where bears are in SPY, right? SPY reflects the index, and the index futures are going to reflect the index. So, and I'm getting close to the edge of where I might want to stop out. So let me go here, double check, because MHP breaks are always really gross. Be very careful when we lose 10 points on MHP. 880 is the target. I'll let it overshoot just a little tiny bit, but I'm still going to hold on to it around the edge, and I'll close out if I'm wrong. Like I said, being wrong from the right spot is totally fine because this account is only down $200 for the day. Well, I'm still up 10K across the board. Now what I can do is right at about 880 is where I'm going to stop. Okay. So because of that, I'm going to add to the position right there at 880. Watch this. I added 2 more right on the edge. I'm literally going to pull the plug on all of this and be down maybe $1,500 if I'm wrong. 880. What I'm going to bet is that we overshot MHP and then we ultimately hold. I added a smidge near my stop. I added just a little bit more right on the edge with my finger on the fucking button. I'm going to lose maybe 2,000 bucks if I'm wrong and turn this account green if I'm right. I added 1 by 1. I added 2 more here. Okay. Betting that again that we don't crash and betting that we hold. Watch what I'm going to do here. As soon as we touch that blue, I'm going to trim out of the 2 and hold on to the 1. And now I've lowered my cost basis on the 1 to here. Cost basis management. And again, I'm right on the edge. My finger's on the button. My stop is literally at 880. That's it. And if I'm wrong at the right place. I've added in my position. My 1 contract here, I grabbed 2 more right near where I'm going to stop. You see how that works? If I'm wrong small. For the risk that I'm taking. If I'm right big, actually. So being wrong from the right place is all that matters. Okay, I'm going to fly blind so I can teach you the lesson. This is how good I am at knowing my levels. I can do this blind without even looking at the chart. I can just watch this and know where we need to go. I've already calculated in my head where my exit target's going to be. So I should be up like 600 bucks while I'll trim 2 and be down at 1, and I'll be up $600. I'll be flat here. So I'm just going to watch the P&L and know this. This is how good I am. I don't even need to I can watch my P&L and know exactly what level we're at. I won't even look at the DOM to prove to you how good I am at trading. Watch this. I'm not even looking at the DOM. I could stare at just this number and I'm doing the math in my head of where we are on the chart. Okay. We're right at about 22,890 right now. 895. See, I'm not even looking at it. I can do the math in my head. I'm also a math genius. So anyways, continue. People don't know that about me because of the fucking Cobra Kai headband. All right, now we're at 900 now. 900 on the dot. I'm watching the numbers. It's going off the screen. I'm a fucking, yeah. Nerd. Fucking nerd. Okay, so anyways, what we do is we draw liquidity maps. Actually, I should be, now we're at 900. I should trim down. Now I go in the profit. Let's trim down the 2. I took profit on that. So down in here, what liquidity map does is we isolate where bulls and bears are based on options. Okay. Okay. With that, we can use options to find gamma exposure of market makers, which are market makers that have taken the opposite position to bulls and bears because there wasn't a bear to the bull or a bull to the bear trade. So dealers got on the other side of the trade and they bought options to hedge. In this particular method, we can identify SPY as bullish from this bull zone bottom. Oh, it reset the DOM for me. Oh, well, whatever. There goes my experiment of showing you guys how quick I am at the math. So bull zone is support where the market's bullish. So right now, SPY is selling off in bull territory, which is not really bearish. It's just a little bull profit taking. Okay. So with bull zone is likely support in SPY if the majority of stocks are also bullish at their same bull zone. The SPY is tracking the index, which is the sum of the stocks. If the sum of the stocks are also bullish, then you would understand that SPY is probably bullish as well, right? Okay, so that's lesson number 1. Number 2 is the dealers that sold options to the market makers of SPY who are trying to neutralize their position. They have exposure here and here as well. This is weekly gamma exposure and this is monthly gamma exposure. Weekly options, monthly options. So gamma exposure is predictable high volume. If we were to fall to here, you will see volume like come out of nowhere magically at exactly this level. And what happens is this is the maximum amount of delta hedging across all possible levels Delta hedging is maximized at this blue line. That's just where the math is. You can calculate the max amount of delta hedging. It just means max amount of order flow, which means of all places to choose from, I've got high volume pivot here and here. We haven't even touched it. And I guarantee you with 100% accuracy, these two levels will be a volume spike. Without fail, it's never failed in half a decade of using it to produce volume. Every single time. That's why the song says every single time. So when you touch hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure, you will see volume. Because of that, I can make my decision where volume will be. It doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong predicting the direction of the stock market. Nobody can do that. The stock market is random. But what I can predict is every single time where volume will be. I'm the first in retail to have something like this. And this is calculated at 9:30 in the morning. The level doesn't change. So 9:30 in the morning, I know with Apple that 212.5 is the key pivot to watch. Okay. We're retracing the first up move since I'm down about 400 or up about 400 on this trade. But I managed to dig out of that hole by adding my cost basis near my stop and lowering my cost basis a little tiny bit. Trim down to 2 from the 3 that I had. And that's it. So does everyone see here? I can show you a bunch of examples, but whether I long or short Apple doesn't matter. But if I'm longing or shorting, I need a long or short from right here because that's where the traders are. And so I'm not just picking a random spot where it doesn't matter. I'm picking the spot that matters the most. Is on Apple, breaking hedge pressure and retesting it is a short setup from there. So where I'm trading where the volume is, I have an edge because I'm picking the right place to trade from. Whether I'm right or wrong, at least I'm wrong from the right place and right from the right place. And this is kind of the whole point of this style of trading is that, again, when you break through hedge pressure, here's a volume spike here. Big volume hump as you push through it creates an effect. So the idea is that I'm trading with gamma exposure, but on really sophisticated gamma exposure model, you can isolate where the dealers are. Here's Tesla. Here's Tesla's monthly hedge pressure. When you first tap it right here is a volume spike here. And when you tap it again is a volume spike here. We can all agree that every example I've showed you has proven there is predictable volume increase around hedge pressure, which is the neat part of the tool. Now, I might not get my trade again. We're back down to the 890 level, close to the 880 I wanted to be at. But yeah, not looking so hot, but we're still okay. It's looking bad that we retraced all the way back down to the bottom here. I don't like it. I'm still gonna hold on. The guy does Pythagorean theorem in his head. To get these crazy dreams, dude, I had so much to drink over the weekend. It was crazy. I'm wrong from the wrong place. Who wants my system? LOL, viral. I love it. But that's the whole point I'm trying to guys say. It's like, people have different ways to do this and everybody should be different. Everyone has different ways of doing this. See, and I jumped into the biggest position right on the edge. I didn't long 3 at the start. I added to my position and I grabbed 3 contracts at the base. So right when we got like right here, right on, like my stop was 880. So you guys watched something pretty neat here. I longed 1 contract here with the stop intended at 880. And literally at 885, I longed 2 more. Did you guys all saw that, right? Everybody here, did you guys see that? I tripled down a smidge from my stop. And now my trade is, and then once I recovered half the distance and I hit this blue line, I trimmed back down to 2. Now I've got 2 with the cost basis here. I had 1 with the cost basis here of 1. Now I have 2 cost basis here and my trade is now green. Now I'm up $500 for the day on this account. Longing from the right spot, whether I'm wrong. This account, if it falls right back down to here and I decide to close out at 880, I'm down $200 for the day on this one account. Right? Okay. And so what we do with the liquidity map, if you can see off to the side here, I use the idea that very rarely do you have enough natural selling pressure to offset the bulk of Wall Street that is just anchored into these options. Anchored is the key point there. There's trillions and trillions of dollars of options just sitting there that doesn't really move that much per day. Tens of thousands of options trade per day, which is a drop in the bucket of all the risk out there. So really, it takes a huge event to break through hedge pressures and monthly. You don't really get a lot of See how it tries to break and yet it still is holding there? This is another high volume pivot, this blue line. Each one of these are predictable volume, and these were calculated, these actually are calculated Thursday night. You're still good today. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong from the right spot. This is where the traders are, and now I get to fight where they're fighting. This is where I need to make the choice from. This is where I need to make the choice from. Everywhere else, nothing. There's nothing down here. So clearly, if we start falling, I'm out of the fucking way, right? That's the trick. So trading from the right spot matters more than anything. I'm trying to teach people. Defensive guy earlier probably chasing the longs and shorts. Well, probably was just like not open to trying anything new. A lot of times people get so like, and I'll tell you how it is. A lot of times you guys get sold something by some guru, all right? And you pay a lot of money and then it's not working for you. Then they convince you to buy something else, to go for more training. Oh, it's not working for you, bro. You just need to keep reading the charts, man. Hey, well, you need to take the boot camp. Okay, well, you just took the boot camp, take the other boot camp. Take this other thing. Oh, well, you have this like one-on-one mentoring. You should do that. You're basically just really upside down that investment. That's why most people are defensive, because you're upside down in a trade and a guru. You invested in a guru, not the market. You bought and it plummeted, and you bought again, it plummeted. You bought again, and it plummeted. And that's where most people think, right? You're defensive because you're in a losing trade. The same reason you bag hold a position as it's crashing is because you've invested and you've lost money. Because you lost money, your emotions have you committed to that trade instead of cutting and running. A lot of people get defensive over their gurus because likely they were sold something, paid a huge sunken cost. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. And like I said, I love ICT trading. I think it's a great addition. That rocket scooter is a powerhouse method. I wasn't even talking shit about it. I was just saying a lot of the ICT traders are likely losing because if they were trying to do gap breakouts or whatever, you're arbitrarily trading against what you may not have otherwise seen. This, you wouldn't have known that there's high volume at this blue line. And you might be chasing at the high and chasing at the high and chasing at the high. And then right here, you might have been selling on that dip, and I'm buying at that dip. So I'm doing the opposite of what a lot of people are trying to do. And the idea is I took longs here, I exited there. I took long there, stopped out, doubled down here, even though it's not the best place to double down. I am right on my stop. So I am pretty good. Now I can close down. Yeah, I am up $600 for the day. I can certainly trim back down to 1 and now hold this as a runner. Resilience is getting slightly worse, which isn't the best thing. Let me trim it down to 1 and hold it as a runner. I'm not getting a lot of momentum off of this, so I am going to trim. And also, we don't buy at blue when we break orange. That's one of the rules we have. I just doubled down right at my stop to try to turn this trade positive. Now this account's up $600 for the day. And we'll see if we can get anything out of it. So that's it. What's up, Kevin? What up? What up? Trump might tweet. Yeah, you're right. Trump might say something. Why was 880 your stop? I always do 1 strike distance lower from a high volume pivot. It's always 40 points from NASDAQ to account for overshooting non-volatile environment. 40 points is basically what you get. Exactly 40 points is what this orange line is considered broken. So you see how it pivoted right above 40 points? This is 1 strike distance of QQQ. It's a magical sort of interval that is very good on NASDAQ. If you have high volume pivot, allow it to shoot 40 points over. S&P is 10. Yep. Professional knife catcher. I would say I'm catching a spoon. It can still cut you, but it's a little softer here on the edge. It's only a knife here. This is your knife. It becomes a knife here. Right here, it's just a fork. It can poke you, but it's gonna be small. It won't hurt. Butter knife. Yeah, this is a real knife. Yeah, down here I ain't catching shit. This is a real knife. This is a, well, that's not a knife. This is a knife. A Crocodile Dundee fucking Jim Bowie knife. This is a knife here. Right here, it'll just poke you. It's like a little fork. So don't catch the falling knife. So the second trade here is brought me positive. All right, guys, ready to give away? Oh, we're so close to 1,000 viewers again. Oh, that's not a knife. That kind of looked like a machete, yeah. I failed art school. Don't catch it without the cover headband. Catch the knife with chopsticks. That's really them. All right, we're getting close. 10 o'clock, ready to give away. Hold up. What should we do today? We didn't get to 1,000. We got to 970, 980. We're close, though. Oh, the first day we didn't get to 1,000 in 6 days. Well, that's a great run. I mean, we go up. It's like we go up in a burst, then we settle, and we go up in a burst, and we settle. So this is the settlement period. I'd like to introduce you guys to, we'll do Fund to Next today because Fund to Next is actually, after they've changed their policy on microscalping, now you can trade up to 40% of your trades microscalping. Fund to Next uncapped payouts is one of the 3 you see me trading on my screen. I do My Funded Futures, Tradeify, and Fund to Next. Fund to Next is my big uncapped payout. This is my favorite one to trade. I love Fund to Next because of the potential for uncapped payout. So today, if you are not a member or you have never bought an account with Fund to Next, only if you've never bought an account with them, I repeat, only if you never bought an account. If you're disqualified because they find out you've already bought an account with this email, we ban you from all future giveaways. So pay attention. I love you guys. Pay attention. Only enter. I haven't even done the thing yet. Don't type it. Only enter if you've never used this company before because they only award the accounts to new customers only. My one contract is struggling over here. Okay. One word, Fund to Next, type it. We will do a Fund to Next giveaway today. When we hit 1,000 viewers, we do Tradeify straight to Fund, and we do Funded account every time we're at 1,000. I go out and buy an extra one every single time. So I reward you guys with straight to Funded accounts, which run me like $350 or $400, something like that. Maybe 350. Fund to Next. Only if you've never used them before, if your name is drawn and you've used them before, they will tell us this person can't qualify. And if you can't qualify, your email is forever banned from our contest. So make sure you do the honor system. Don't make Slacks waste his time. I love you guys. I love y'all so much. Everybody smash the like button. In the meantime, let's get that to 750 likes. While you're here, bottom right of the screen to the like button. You guys got to watch some awesome trading alpha today. Matt managing positions. Matt making 10K in 30 seconds. You know the drill. It was a pretty good day today. Watch the trades on the screen. Justify the accounts. Justify the trades. Hopefully hit that MHP every single time. I love Fund to Next. Here's what they offer, okay? They have an end-of-the-day drawdown account with a 40% consistency, which is great. 40% is good. You pass it in 3 days. That's what I love. No profit split. It's 100% of what you make. You don't do a 90-10. Perfect. No payout cap. Literally, no cap on payouts. There are very few firms offer that. No cap on payouts. If you make it to $1 million, it's yours. The first 30 days, you can take half of your payment in a lump sum. Half of whatever you make. After 5 days of trading, you qualify for a payout. You can take half of your profits in the first 30 days. After 30 days of surviving, you can take 100% in a lump sum. Imagine trading for 30 days and accumulating a big fat chunk of change. You can take it all out on day 30, half of it before. You can DCA, which means you can buy these dirt cheap accounts and fucking martingale yourself to success if that's the way you want to do it. Some people do that. Those of you that do prop firm arbitrage, again, I'm not advocating for it, but that's the perfect arbitrager to the other side. The trick to our arbitrage is to trading an account with like a profit cap, like Tradeify in one direction and then shorting the other one in the other direction. If the market stays tight, both of them lose small. The market moves very big. 50% of the time, your uncapped payout makes a fortune. Ask how some of your influencers do it. Every $1 million Apex payout you've seen has hundreds of thousands of dollars of loss in another firm. And these kids out there all gaming the system. None of them are amazing traders. They're all just arbitragers. And that's how they game. That's why everybody's trying to make rules to keep you from doing that. Any case, I don't advocate for that. I advocate for you winning in general. But uncapped payout is part of many prop trader strategies. They all have their 1 or 2 uncapped firms that they use. So it's good. Like with Tradeify, there's a cap. I can make 80,000 total with them and I'm done. Uncapped is great. DCAing is a trick people use a lot of the time in their trading strategy. So you can DCA in this rule as well, this group as well. So in reality, other than the daily loss limit, which is the only rule that really makes it hard, means you can only grow, like you can only lose a certain amount for you soft reach for the day. That one contract here, kind of picking up some volume. What's going on here? I'm going to go ahead and probably, maybe I'll just take this as a profit. Don't pick up some movement here. But yeah, I love these guys. I'm building a huge balance with them. After 80K, no, after 80K, you get 1 live account with Tradeify with up to 20K total. So you get, that's it. 80K payouts to give you 20K automatically. If they move you to live sooner, they take whatever your remaining balance is and give it to you as a check and then move you to live, which is why I try to push a huge balance of Tradeify out the door. I'm up 170,000 with them. Most of it's going to go to waste, but I was hoping they move me to live. I'm only about 50,000 payouts. They can move me to live with 20 and cut me a $30,000 check. That'd be great. But they want to keep me playing the game, then I'll keep playing the game for the smaller payouts. But yeah, Funded X is very similar to my Funded Futures, right? Expert account. Actually, no, Starter Plus account. Where there's consistency on both eval and funded side, but uncapped payouts. My Funded Futures has cap payouts, but no consistency on expert and no DLL. So it's like, if you have the no rules, you get the cap payouts. If you have the rules, you get uncapped payouts. So it's like, which way do you want to go? I trade both of them. So they're both for different goals. Tradeify, my Funded Futures was like steady, solid payouts, you know, getting $3,000 chunks from Tradeify every once in a while. But with Funded Next, it's like, boom, 10K payout, boom, 30K payout. You know, it's like very nice to have that ability. Kevin, soon bootcamp giveaway. Oh, Kevin, I love you. All right, we'll give away 4 bootcamp classes for this series. Jeez. So you guys have loved the bootcamp so much, we have given away a total of 118 bootcamp seats when you include these 4 we're about to do. Let me write 4 so I don't forget. All right, and I don't like that we're not picking up a lot of steam here and we hit close to my stop. I know it's the wrong thing to do to close out. I'll let you guys vote. Should I hold? Should I close? We filled the gap on ES on the overnight. Should I hold? Should I close? I'm still close to my stop. I have no reason to close other than being a wuss. Should I hold? Okay. Diamond hands. All right. You guys ready to spin the wheel here? Funded X. Again, only if you're a new customer only with them. If you've had an account before, it will disqualify you and let us know, and then Slacks will disqualify your name in our database. He keeps a very accurate track of all this stuff. All right. All right. It's time for the giveaway. Ooh. Okay, you guys, you know how it goes, right? Support in the bull zone. 2 winners. 2. Winner number 1 is going to be Smarticle TV. Type something in chat. You're winner number 1. Fun to next. 25K account. Get started with. You're gonna have fun with it. And then after this, we're gonna have 4 bootcamp seats. So this is training, our trader training. Smarticle, type something in chat. Smarticle the particle. And then you guys come follow me to My Funded TV because we do like 50 giveaways every day. Sometimes 50. At least 20 every day for sure. Average is about 35. I see them giving away. Smarticle's not even here. Smarticle, my man, you gotta type something in chat. There you go. Congrats. I'll tell you in a second how to get your prize. I realize when I do this, I'm like, I need to go. I've lost a lot of weight. I mean, I'm about to go through my bulking phase. IDOC and I are bulking up now. I'm looking a little thin. She told me that the other day. She's like, you need to eat more. Nuge Swa Vash. I know I'm not saying that right. Congrats to the 2 of you guys. Here's what you need to do. Congrats for the 2 winners. Okay. Remember, every day you guys come here because you give giveaways every single day. Hold up. Pick up the money. It's bad luck. Have money on the floor. Can't disrespect your money. Well, thanks for telling me to hold on to the trade. I love you guys. That was a good idea. This is why I love listening to chat. Please don't turn red. Let's finish off the day with all these accounts moving. This one needs to get like 2002. All right, those of you that won this contest will be doing. Okay, remember, in about an hour, I'll be live on My Funded TV as I am every single day. And again, they'll be giving away like 30 to 50 accounts. I give away like 2 to 4 every day on my stream. So you guys all come there and be on that show for that 1 hour segment. Twice in that segment, they usually drop codes and stuff. All right, so if you guys that won, open up your YouTube, take a picture of your YouTube ID from the little sidebar there. That way you know that we know that it's you. You're going to go to our Discord. You're going to message one guy named Slacks. He's our admin. I'm typing it in chat right now. If you get the directions wrong, you're disqualified. So listen carefully. You have 1 hour to message him. Show him your YouTube ID, and then he'll hook you up and show you what you need to do. Send him your email address. Create an account with Funded Next. Create an account right now. Give him your email when you message him. They'll verify in the back end that you're a new customer. And then that's it. Congratulations on 2 winners. Every day, we're going to be committed to giving away a direct to funded or straight to funded account. Every Friday on this stream, we give away 4 funded accounts from ETF. Every day on this stream, we give away 1 funded account from Tradeify. And we get 1,000 viewers, which we got so close today. We were like 30 viewers off. So as a prize for the growth, I go out there and spending more money as I make more money. And we grow. We give more money back to you guys, or give more stuff back to you guys. So we've been pushing to have more and more and more accounts given away, which I'm excited about. Now we're gonna do something really, really cool. If you're not already a member, my friends, as with like Kevin for his awesome donation to the stream of $20, I will also donate $60 to the company, and I will buy 3 boot camps myself for every $20 you guys donate. I always donate $60, 3 to 1. So with that, I will buy 3 more people on top of Kevin's awesome donation of Bootcamp. Bootcamp is our 20-day training course, which is only costs $20. It's $1 a class, which is very inexpensive. And people have called it the most life-changing trading education they've had. 4 of you will get to attend the entire program absolutely free with no cost. For the first month, it's free. For the first 20 days. Which is now. So type in free class if you want to come enter that. 4 of you guys will get to come to the class for free. So type in free class. We teach you volume prediction methods. We teach you risk management. We teach you trend identification. We teach you position sizing strategies, probabilistic trading methods, market avoidance strategies. I mean, we really, and we give you probabilities of all these setups and all these things we teach, the odds, while the odds are the way they are. We show you the backtest results, everything. And you're going to learn volume pivot trading, volume prediction.
Matt fires up the rocket scooter. Day trade swings like a wild commuter. Charts dance jig and stocks go higher. Resilience guides like stars. White fire.
13 rocks, Rod. Actually, that's not really a violin. I don't know what the fuck he's playing. 13 rocks, Rod. You're like the first one. Congrats. All right, number 1. Number 2. Rapple drink pod controller. You're the winner number 2. Cool name, by the way. Raphill drink pod controller. Okay, good job. All right, awesome. Now you guys just need to message Slacks and tell them that you won the free class. Send them a YouTube picture. Same thing as before. If you go to our Discord, everybody go to our Discord right now. Ryan French, number 3. Oh, Matt's in the flow. Oh. That username gave you malware. Oh, you guys are so funny. BD Chi. And 4 of you guys, message Slacks. I'll get you into the boot camp. It's every day at market close for an hour and a half. You will learn all the strategies for free. So there's nothing, there's no downside for you. There's no additional cost. Congrats. So the 4 of you guys, boot camp winners, congrats. Congrats. You got an hour to send old Slacks a message. If you go to the contest channel, if you somehow can't figure out how to send a DM or whatever, go to the contest channel and be like, hey, I won the contest today. I'll reach out to you guys. We never get tired of that song. That's so funny. And then we just finish up with this song, but we're done with the giveaways. Thank you for your donation, Cav. Appreciate it, man. All right, I'm still hanging on to my 1 runner contract here. To take the boot camp, nothing. You just show up. Get something to write on to take notes. Like occasionally I'll be like, write this down or take, scribble something down or take notes at your leisure. And be there with your charts open. Jay, Tony, like and subscribe. Thank you.
I see the breakout volume on the rise. NQ moving, got that fire in my eyes. Never over leverage, gotta strategize. Profits compound, yeah, watch it maximize. They don't understand
Dude, this song is like absolute fire, man. I never get tired of the song. Can you sign up now? So Dave, you can sign up now and catch up. We're only 5 classes in of the 20, so you can. It's really good because we do it every 2 months. So you'll have to wait until August, end of August, maybe September to start over. We just started, so sign up now, but watch the videos and catch up. You'll be absolutely fine if you join now because you're not missing out on much. But do catch up on the original videos because they set the foundation. Yeah. Each class is kind of independent. They tie together like loosely as like an overall how to make a trade plan. But each class teaches you a specific technique. Different. So it's not like you'll be behind on technique. But I would catch the very first 3 videos, or the first 4 videos are, one is an intro to the whole thing. 2 is position sizing right out the door. 3 is liquidity maps. 4 is resilience. So, like, the bulk of everything is the first 4 classes. How do you catch up? Just watch the videos. They're on your dashboard or in the Discord. Newest bootcamp videos be uploaded. We don't upload new bootcamp videos every bootcamp. So, like, we basically, the way that it works is we have the educational videos for each of the topics. We watch them together, and while we're watching them, I pause them and give examples, pause and give examples. The live experience is the only time you're going to get this, but the recording is the same thing from the past where we did record that experience. So recording me teaching and talking and answering questions. So it's like, we can't just keep recording as this cascade of recording and questions. You just got to kind of be there live. Every 3 or 4 months, usually, some videos will get taken out and then updated videos will come in. But in reality, every time you do the bootcamp, it's a different experience, and it's kind of cool. But the videos are the same as the live session. The live session is more like a live Q&A session together with the videos. We watch them together, and I'll pause and answer questions. It's a very cool experience, but we can't like record that and upload it, because then it's like, which videos do you watch? The one without the commentary, the one with the commentary? And then if we watch that one, then the next time around, is that the video we watch with the commentary or the one without it? But then I'll be there live anyways, giving commentary on top of the commentary. So then it becomes weird to a new person that shows up and doesn't know where to start. We used to do the uploads, but then people would show up and be like, wait, there's 20 days and 40 days and 60 days and 80 days. Which one? We're like, well, that's boot camps 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pick whichever one you want to start with. Watch them all. And then he's like, I don't want to watch 80 videos. Well, yeah, but video 2 is revisiting video 1, which is extra commentary. Et cetera, et cetera. So, the heck? I just got a message in WhatsApp. The hell? Somebody messaged me in WhatsApp that they won the boot camp today. That sounds a little scammy. What? Was that you? Oh, okay, good. All right, that is you, right? Okay. Not WhatsApp. Go to Discord. Good call. Good call. No problem, 13. Hey, oh, that's you, Roxanne? Okay, cool. I got you. I got you. Okay. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Roxanne. Okay. I was like suspicious for a minute. Okay, go here. Our Discord. Sorry for that. Now that I know that you're real. Trust me, I get so many scam things all the time. No, you're totally fine. Go here. And then Slacks. I got you, Roxanne. You're good. And welcome to the boot camp. Awesome, you guys. And there's like no additional cost. You just show up and you do the training, and it's pretty good. Fire. Sounds like IDOC is back. Hanging out at the same trade. I mean, it's been a killer day today. I've been doing all right. My one contract has been fighting. Oh, pull back here. Come on. Let's get some movement here in this market. Nobody wants to see this nonsense dive out and die. Yeah, Friday night we didn't make it out till Friday morning. Thursday night, all my friends went to this. I don't know if you guys know the Clay Group. They're like huge club owners in Houston. They're like the biggest club owning group. You have a bunch of clubs in Austin too. We got invited to one of their houses out there Thursday night. So half of our group, I'm looking at the Instagram right now. Half of our group, they saw Purple Miami DJ, and then after they went to this, he was at whatever, they have like a new club out there in Austin, I think. And we missed out on that because of the weather. We stayed back, but looking at all the Instagrams, looks like they had a pretty solid time. They went to some house. They went to one of the guys' house afterwards, and the DJ was also spinning there at the house party. Huge freaking mansion. Oh my god, it's crazy. Well, at least they had some fun that night. That night was like storming and raining like crazy. All scrolling through everybody's Instagrams right now, getting tagged in all these photos and stuff. It's a good weekend, man. We had fun. We throw some pretty solid bashes. All these pictures of everybody just like chilling in the rain. Wow. Like the entire party, we're all just completely soaked. Time to put on the rally song. We think we should get more. I think we should get more of the rally song. Yeah, let's do Monkey Paw over time. Let's try it. I'm not gonna get super energetic, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna bob my head in a little bit. How many sessions in the boot camp? 20. It's designed to be a process. Each process adds to the previous process a little bit, and it's a journey. So by the end of it, you are trained. It's not just here's a dump of information. You're trained, and every time we circle back and circle back and circle back to where it's like ingrained in your brain, basically. Do I know Pilates is the best pickup spot for chicks? Oh yeah, that's probably the way she went without me. But I take the EST if it crosses the monthly edge. Yeah. Yeah, it's time to be right here. Can't find the videos in Discord. It's called 20-Day Bootcamp. You have to get access to it. You have to claim your roles in the Discord as well. If you actually went and got the bootcamp, you go to my dashboard, or you go to your dashboard and go to my communities and click claim, and it'll unlock the Discord for you. So go to the website. You have to actually get access to the Discord. And the bootcamp will be called 20 days bootcamp courses. Wait, cartoon, what's up? Pilates? Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. If you want to gift it to a specific person, just tell Andrew. Tell Slacks. He'll hook you up. Just tell him, and he'll tell you how to buy it for somebody else. Does my bootcamp only work with my platform? Can be used with your own platform? By the way, good job following me at work daily. Have learned lots. Oh, thank you, Learn AI. So the techniques in the bootcamp are universal. Position management, risk management, market avoidance, and stuff are universal. How to set stops, how to average in, things like that. We also do teach inside the bootcamp from the mechanism of our pivots, right? But you can use the same strategies with any pivot or any entry. So the software is not required. It's obviously encouraged if you want to learn our techniques as we teach, like resilience and DD ratios and stuff like that. But even so, if you don't use our platform and you just watch the stream, it really helps you make sense of what I'm talking about. So that's really the best part, is that for a lot of people, it's like, okay, this will help me translate what Matt's talking about. So that's it. All right. Let's see who's calling me today. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Can I help you? From what? Hold on. By any chance, perchance, is this for a business loan?
Yes, sir.
Do you, so I'm looking for $6 trillion. Do you guys have that much?
Not that much, but if you have the business profile, let's see what we can do. Like, if you need money, we can sure to provide it for you.
How, okay, well, not 6 trillion. Can you at least do 6 billion? Like, what's the highest you can go? I'm really desperate, man.
Yeah,
I had a bad trading week, you know what I mean?
No problem.
You can do 6
okay.
billion, no problem. Okay. What's the interest rate on that? Because I'm very scared of a high interest rate. Jesus Christ. 6 trillion out of the question, but 6 billion, no problem. Yeah, absolutely no problem. We can work something out. Don't worry, we'll work something out. Jeez Louise. I did. I pushed too hard. I did. I got to work on my negotiating skills. I'm pretty sure I could have talked him into 7 billion though. Had I worked it a little better. I was a little eager. I did jump the gun. Shit. Damn it. All right, I'm not picking up any momentum here. I'm not going to lie. I'm about to head over to my funded. No reason I should cut this at all from here. But resilience is starting to take a little bit of a divey dive. So I'm going to actually pocket the 500 bucks and actually call it a day. I am extremely happy with this. It has not picked up momentum for 2 or 3 hours, and Trump can tweet something at any moment and kick it down. I'd rather take what I've got as a win instead of like not push any harder. It's good to see all my accounts. I didn't get any red today. I'm good here. So that's it. I don't know what that adds up to. Maybe one of you guys can help me out, but that looks pretty decent for a day. Trade's done live on stream. You guys get to watch it all. Oh man, I did ask for too much, didn't I? I was desperate. I have a bad trading week. I need money. He probably meant 6 billion rupees. Yeah, that would have been more realistic. Use your first more collateral. I think I had one guy weirded out because he was like, basically he told me, we were like, so what happens if you don't pay? That's what we were just having fun. I was like, okay. I'm like, sure, I'll take your business loan. What happens if I don't pay? He's like, well, you'll be defaulted. We had this running joke that I used to get these calls. They've switched. And now it sounds kind of Indian-ish, but it used to sound Russian. And I would get the guy, like the same guy, call me over and over again from a different number. This one said something energy company. So I knew it was the caller ID always says like hospital or something. Like it makes me have to pick it up in case my mom's in the hospital or whatever. A bunch of assholes. And you pick up the phone every fucking time. So I troll them. Because hell, Memorial Hermann Hospital is calling you. You're never not picking up that phone call. You know what I'm saying? Heart of the deal, bro. Hilarious. Bunch of trash people fucking pretending they're the hospital calling you. Thank God I'm glad I closed this out. It's not picking up momentum. And the fact that it's failing a second time MHP, I did close out. This is the account I was battling on stream, this 823. So that's the one. You guys got to watch that one turn green. Actually, I was green the whole time. But that was it. It's a pretty decent day today. Just under 15K. Oh, really? Okay, not bad. These are all funded accounts, by the way. Tradeify's on here. Funded Next up there. Cool deal. Very nice. Thank you for adding that up for me. Again, it's the same accounts I share every day. I didn't do my funded futures account today. Didn't trade that one. That one I reserve for A+ setups only, and I have not been trading that one for the last like 4 days. Now this was an A setup, not necessarily A+, because we didn't have all the full confluence there. But probably don't think the market's selling off today. But yeah, so the call would be like from a Russian guy every time. He's, you know, hey, call business owner. I'm like, yeah, you want a business loan? Not really. No, good loan. You want business loan? No, I kind of don't. I'm cool. He's good rate. You want good rate? No, no, you want loan. You will take loan. And he started getting like, no, you're gonna take the loan. And I was like, is this like the Russian mafia calling me? I was like, you take a loan. Okay, I'll take the loan. Jesus. Okay. Michele's outside your door. You sign paper. Okay. Don't hurt me. So now, like, you know, the idea was that the joke became in the stream was that if I didn't take the loan, something bad would happen to me. Like, they're like, no, you're going to take the loan or we'll break your legs, sort of thing. So I feel like it was mafia, like they were very pushy. And so anyways, we couldn't shake them. Eventually they don't call anymore, but we thought, you know, you're gonna break, you know, you're gonna lose. So one time when the guys from India called and he's like, yeah, the loan, and we're like, so what happens if we don't pay it? He was like, you're gonna be defaulted, and everybody was like, oh, Matt's gonna be defaulted. He's gonna be defaulted. Yeah, defaulted in a shallow grave, defaulted at the bottom of a lake. His kneecaps will be defaulted. So like the guy was like, we were like, wait, if I won't pay off, you're gonna default me from the planet? And so that's why people always throw in chat. You see in chat, people are like, Matt's gonna get defaulted. Usually means they're gonna break my kneecaps. You just drop the P&L graphic and it adds it up instantly. Jesus Christ, AI is awesome. Real momentum gonna come soon, but need to break 60 points slower. So you're probably right. Now, again, the reason I'm trimming is I'm watching the S&P. That's why I did sort of like kind of pull out of this, because S&P is losing monthly hedge, which shouldn't be happening. Even though NASDAQ is holding, S&P is kind of like the one that's fighting here. But yeah, but you guys understand, I love trading the funded next. That's the ones at the top here. Really cool program. I like it because the uncapped payouts is really what I go for. Hey, iDoc. Hi. What are you doing? Can you come here for a second?
Yes.
Oh, you said yes. A second ago, you said what?
Oh,
Is that how you talk to me?
We do got it.
How was your Pilates?
Wait, do we have 3 blankets?
No, that's the new one I got
Just now?
for when I play Elden Ring.
Oh my gosh.
No, I got one for up here.
Oh, so we have you have 3 by yourself.
I think I have 4 by myself.
I have 3. I have.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, so nice and fluffy.
Why were you screaming? I thought you died.
When?
Just now. Was
Was I
standing next door.
No, was I screaming? I was probably just talking shit and having
Of course
fun.
you were.
I got a business call alone like I do every 10 minutes.
Hey Kevin,
Kevin says, what's up?
did you tell them everything about the weekend?
Oh yeah, I told them the whole thing.
Yeah. Did you guys enjoy the story?
Yeah,
Where's Pickle? He's coming back at noon actually. My mom's coming up.
cool.
Yeah, she's staying the night.
Cool. Is your aunt still here?
Yeah, she's here
She
till
coming?
end
Is she
of
coming?
August.
Is she coming?
Yeah.
Ooh. Awesome. You want to go to dinner later? Oh, we're gonna work out, huh?
I'll work out again.
Yeah. All right. I'm actually not that cold today.
Okay, I want to ask you, what do you want to eat? Since you have only eggs and veggies
Hot dogs.
and hot dogs, and then I kind of want to get you.
We got like no food, man. Oh my god, I'm still like drowsy from
Me
this weekend.
too. Does Prickle drink
Prickle?
juice?
Prickle?
No.
No, Pickle doesn't drink juice.
Oh, you're so sweet, Chris. No,
Juice.
You're adorable.
Juice? And people drink mixers? Oh, you know, it's an always sunny joke.
Yeah. Both of our voices are gone by the end of this weekend. There's so much screaming, yelling.
Yeah.
screaming at each other on the Switch.
Yeah, we were playing Switch a little bit. We played some Smash.
Some Smash.
We
Okay,
did.
context, honey.
Oh, Smash Brothers. We smashed. Yeah, it was fun, dude. Like this crew of peeps are really fun. They're like y'all's type of people. Y'all would all get along. We had equal amounts beer pong, equal amounts Switch playing, board game playing, Activate. We did all kind of fun stuff.
Oh yeah, actually.
Shots of tequila, bottles of champagne.
Yeah.
It was fun.
But we drank the least.
Yeah.
Of everybody.
Our drunk logic of when it's flooding, we were like, no, we should probably stay here because we have a boat. That's probably the safest place to be. I think that's good logic, but I don't know if that, I mean, I guess the safest place to be is inland and uphill.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, a boat's going to float.
Considering.
Yeah. And the boat can move, so you can sail, or you can actually move around, not just any boat, but like you can navigate around like shit that's floating around the water.
Right. And if you need to use the restroom, the river's right there. So I mean, the lake is right there.
This is really good. It's really light though.
Yeah, I made very light tea because I didn't want you super wired coming back.
I like it.
So yeah,
I like it.
Just so you have a hint of flavor to it.
I like it.
I
It's
see
really
that
good.
you might be done trading today. Is that correct? With all the green stuff on the screen.
Somebody said that was 15K, I think.
Are you too lazy to add it up?
I never say that.
Is that true, chat? He never says I'm too lazy to add it up.
I am. Somebody put it in the chat GTP and they said it was 15K. You just dropped
That's so bad. You're using Chat GPT to do your calculations now?
Yeah.
I thought calculator was the end of humanity as it was.
Yeah, people drop in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then we come back. Dude, so much stuff happened. Apparently, Pat Whelan's getting sued by TopStep. Oh yeah, you knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Apparently, that's all over my Twitter this weekend. I've been like, I'm out for a week and I come back and like everything is. Grok, please put bikini tops on all the men. Wait.
Wait.
Does it work? I don't know. No, I don't think it worked. That's hilarious.
Does it recognize men from women?
Oh, this is fine. Somebody commented on this post that I tweeted with all of us on the boat. Put bikini tops on all the men. That'd be so funny. But actually would do it.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go to my fun in a little bit.
Mhm.
You don't have to make me anything if you want to.
No, you really need to eat though.
Hot dog?
No.
I mean, this
The right answer is shit ton of eggs.
eggs. Yeah, eggs are
Thank
fine.
you. And I'll get you hot dog buns.
Yeah, like
Toast.
toast up a hot dog bun or something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Where are we working?
Why are you so annoyed?
I don't look annoyed.
You better not.
I love that more than
How
anything.
dare you?
I love that.
Do not refuse my love.
What time are we going to work out today?
It's up to you. I already did mine. So now it's up to you.
I'm gonna go like maybe like 5 or 6 or something.
What if I don't go with you?
Oh, that's totally fine. I heard Pilates is a place to pick up chicks, so. How many chicks did you pick up? I'm not saying I would pick up chicks, but how many did you pick up?
Actually, it was like a whole chick studio. I liked it.
Was it Reformer with the
Yeah,
wooden machines?
Yeah, but it wasn't as intense as solid core. But I mean, from someone who doesn't do Pilates, it's still pretty tough.
Yeah, Pilates is hard.
Yeah.
Like it's like a lot of resistance stuff.
Now I understand why people are so hateful towards it because it just seems so chill and
Yeah.
light of a workout, but it's not a pussy workout at all.
Yeah.
Like I bet all of you guys, if you guys try to get on a reformer and go to a reformer Pilates class, you would die.
I would tell the bros in the chat, if you want to have an experience with Pilates, you should just do solid core. It's like Pilates on crack with resistance training. Like a reformer is like this machine that slides back and forth with springs on it for resistance, right? But solid core goes the next level and they have like all these bands and stuff. And you're actually like lifting yourself up by doing bicep curls while moving the reformer while you're on it.
It's the isometric movements that are super hard.
Yeah. Like I got super cut doing solid core for like 2 years. It's like,
how chiseled I am.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Yeah, I'm right here. It looks really good. You know, like those tricep extensions? Yeah. With the reformer bench, dude. Resistance training is really hard because you're just like slow movements, slow burn.
Also dexterity. Yeah, I think the perfect combo is Pilates, yoga, and 3 days of lifting, and I
Yeah.
think you would be
Yep, I used to do 3 days of like boot camp style training,
trading.
and then I would do 1 day of yoga and 1 day of solid core every week. So that was my normal routine. So I would do 5. So it'd be like workout, yoga, workout, solid core, workout, something like that. And so
Because of your attachment to chat, to minimize your workout weeks now.
I know. I'm gonna go at night though. All right.
He's addicted to you guys. What did you put in his drink?
I love my job.
I know, almost too much. You love it more than you love me.
Your mom taught Pilates. That shit helped your hip and back. It's good. Like strength resistance training is really good for body weight stuff because in your whole life, when you get old, all you need to do is move your own body around.
And
So
the old ladies in that class, they were kicking my ass.
buff and stuff.
They were
Get
like,
it. Yeah.
And I'm over here like shaking my ass off.
Oh,
Everyone
shit.
has to help. What?
Nasa's starting to rally.
Okay, bye.
Oh, you guys are getting lucky here. All right. Later. I know I cut out, just wanted to take the profit on it, but it's what ifs. All right. How many people were long a monthly hedge and just helped through it? I'm pretty cool being done for the day. I'm all right with it. Not a bad day. What was that? Y'all said that was 15K? I could just drag and drop and chat GTP. Okay. Wait. Slack said to donate it here, but don't give his spot to a rando. Wait. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I got you. Oh, yeah. So it goes to the YouTube. That's right. Because that's how we keep track of I got you. Yeah. So he'll just give you the person. He'll hook you up. So you're paying the $20 through here. Gotcha. Works. All right. How much was that? I gotta log in to ChatGTP. Hold on. Oh, I'm on my phone. Maybe we can take a picture of the picture. Let's see how smart ChatGTP is. All right. Camera. ChatGTP, add up these numbers. Match him. Unfortunately, actually I could. How can I do it? He's all set. Yeah, this is different than a giveaway drawing. Kevin was just trying to buy for a friend. And for giveaways, I can do... Shit, I forgot to do the lifetime giveaway. I hate doing this because it's the middle of the stream. Okay, well, you guys remind me tomorrow morning. I need to do June's lifetime giveaway. If you spend $1,000 worth of prop accounts using our code in the previous month, you can enter into a chance to win lifetime at the end of the month. So for you, only spend $1,000. So if you spend $1,000 in June, we'll do our lifetime giveaway tomorrow, right at the start of the day, though. I forgot, and the only reason it's not fair to do it now because 200 people have already left the stream from the top. I forgot. So remind me first thing tomorrow, okay? Shoot, my bad. I could do it, but it wouldn't be fair. Okay. All right. All right, let's see My Funded TV. What they got going on over there today? My Funded TV. Let's go make sure we get over there. We're not leaving that. Yeah, we got like 30 minutes. We're good for a while. I'm just prepping my tweet. And old Tom is still alive over there. Screw those 200 people. LOL. Yeah, I gotta be fair to everybody. Can we go to 9/11? I think we can. Again, resilience is not picking up any extra steam, right? Like it's still negative, which likely means we're still, like I said this morning, we're still resisting. Like, you know, the probabilities are here: 80% close below, resistance on half gap, resistance from here, support from here. So it's kind of like the market can do one of these three things today. So it was a good bet, long MHP. How many people today were long of MHP, and how many people made money? How much did you make? Did you guys trade today? MHP is one of Rocketeer's most common long pivots. It's one of the, it's kind of like one of our kind of bread and butter type trades. Every single time, 90% chance you stay on the same side of it. Ian 3K, Sean 800 bucks, nice, 800 across 6 accounts. And again, this, I don't give people trade ideas either. This is just something we've taught in the boot camp. So people trading all kind of different things out there. Good stuff. Yeah, no shorting today. Nothing looked bad. Monthly res was positive, which is why when we break through monthly hedge pressure, I don't short it because I need full confluence to take the short. This being solid and positive, y'all see why I didn't short. See how cool that is, right? It's pretty solid. It's all textbook today. Nothing was out of the ordinary. Somebody was asking earlier, the nature of the lawsuit. I don't know. I'm not going to make a majority of my content talking about it. I feel like anytime something happens, the influencers all like to pick it up for content. I was just talking to you guys briefly about it. Looks like patent trade of fire. I mean, patent trade, right? Patent top step suit, countersuit, apparently. So it was all over Twitter all weekend. He's filing a response to what he said now. So his side of the story hasn't come out yet. Their side of the story was he broke some agreement they had. And essentially it's a contract dispute, right? People are kind of getting the terms all wrong. It's a contract. They had terms between them, and they accused him of violating the terms. And he's about to make a claim the other side. So interesting to see what happens. The first major lawsuit in our face about things that we all care about, prop industry, and people that we prop firms that we all probably trade with, and of course big names in the prop space. This is like the first of its kind. So a lot of information is going to hit the public, especially in regards to like Top Step and their business practices, as usually in a lawsuit is a very kind of reveal all from both sides. So we're going to learn, obviously the demeanor I got from Pat is he's not afraid of this at all. And he's ready to spill the beans on what's going on with Top Step. So I'm curious to make sure that, for you guys' perspective, why I care is not because I'm out there trying to witch hunt either side. For me, I'm always digging for the truth in the prop firms. And if my suspicions are correct, what I'm gauging from this is that we're about to hear some of Top Step's dirty laundry. And from our side of the fence, we got to kind of see it, right? You know what I'm saying? From like our perspective, like how's the casino fucking us over? Like, are there unspoken rules? Are there cheats? Are there things like it's pack and reveal all, right? And so I know you guys are saying things in chat about Patty. Let's not think of it from that perspective. We're not going to dive into the drama between everybody. We give a shit if Top Step's lying to us or fucking us over. Not saying they are, but from the perspective of a lawsuit, it's kind of good to get a little bit of information public about, what does Pat know about him, right? And we'll see. Is our money safe? That's really what we just care about. Is our investment safe with this firm? You know what I mean? Or with Project X and all this other stuff. That's really what is important from the perspective of you guys. Don't worry about the drama. Legal battles take years. Like they're not going to resolve anytime soon. But you know, keep your eyes peeled for information or accusations towards, you know, the firms, because that's who we're giving our money to. That's where it's important to us. And I personally hope they don't bring negative publicity to the space, because we don't want the prop industry to get shut down or overly regulated as a result of this crazy, silly lawsuit. That's what my biggest fear is, that the party will be over for all of us, right? We love prop firms. It's the best way to train. It's the best way to trade. All of a sudden, it gets national headlines, and all of a sudden, the regulators are like, okay, we've had enough. Fuck this. Let's make these things illegal. And then that's kind of what we don't want to see happen, right? Negative publicity to the space. But for you guys, don't get absorbed in the drama. Don't join a witch hunt. Don't try to pick a side. Just objectively listen. I'm sure in a countersuit, we're going to hear Pat's side of the story, is accusations against, you know, Top Step and their business practices. And this is where you get to see a window of maybe, you know, because he was on the inside, not the inside, but he was working for them for a while, and he might have information that's useful to you as a trader as to, you know, the firm's practices that may not line up with your core values. And that's very important. In discovery, these things come out. So we'll see. I'm not rooting for either side. I'm just excited to see information, you know, surface, which is kind of nice to know. Oh, we already had enough negative press from the fast track crap anyways, right? Yeah, Top Step will be, somebody will say, can be rumored that they tell the other firms what to do, or controlling data, metering signals and stuff. Right. So, you know, like if Top Step, but and the other thing is, like, if Top Step was afraid of these stuff being found out, they wouldn't have initiated a lawsuit where their business practices can be heavily scrutinized. And again, anytime you enter a lawsuit, you have two choices. Number one is you are either trying to outmoney the person, meaning that you are taking some risk. Like, you know what, they'll never find this out because they don't have enough money to take it all this way. You know, lawsuits cost millions of dollars sometimes. Or the other side of the coin is you're just squeaky clean and you know you're going to win no matter what. So with Pat being as wealthy as he is, Top Step is not hedging on they're going to outmoney him. So they, by default, one must assume that they believe they're squeaky clean. So I don't think we'll be getting any dirt on Top Step, but we'll just see, right? They're the ones that they would initiate this if they were hiding some big illegal thing they were doing that could come out in discovery. They wouldn't risk their business over a couple $1,000,000, right? No, it's just my take on trying to be a problem solver and figure out what's at the bottom. So, but we'll see what everyone has to say about each other. And I just hope, as Patch has said, that this doesn't cause regulatory issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, you know, Pat saving himself in the lawsuit and fighting it off throws all of us under the bus, and we all get slapped with regulatory conditions that make prop firms harder to access or harder to trade or more expensive to trade or whatever. That's what we're worried about. How's it going to affect us, right? Who cares what happens to them? We're not related to any of those guys. You know, good luck to all of them. Good luck to Pat. You know, good luck to whatever. But, you know, I don't want to see the prop firm, you know, get some overseers industry coming and then they change it up. Oh, you know, let's just make this sim funded thing illegal. And then all of a sudden you guys can't play it. They all go under, right? So don't follow the witch hunts on social media. Everybody's going to try to use this for ratings or views. That's why I'm not commenting on it or saying anything. I've never been that kind of person. Yeah. Yeah, somebody said for Top Step to claim they knew he was misrepresenting himself. And he's like, yeah, I never said I was the best trader in the world. He's always been honest about, you know, whatever. But the Top Step claiming that they knew he was misrepresenting himself, but still let him on and still paraded him to the viewers shows, yeah, that shows a little slimy behavior on Top Step's part. Like they turn a shoulder while it benefits them. And then when it no longer benefits them, they don't. Hello. Oh, Egos. Yeah. I love it. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
You need like a prop bag.
I need like a lot of, yeah,
storage now.
A lot of storage for props.
You can use one of the black baskets.
We'll have to do a lifetime giveaway tomorrow because I forgot to do it today, and by the time I remembered, everybody was already like gone. But okay, we'll do it tomorrow. The beginning. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, so if the prop firms turn, like, you know, as long as it's benefiting them, they'll I mean, that's what Top One did, right? Top One was parading Brett Simba, like, oh, even Brett Simba trades with us, guys. Check it out, Brett Simba, using him for marketing. And then all of a sudden, when Top One was doing other rule changes and Brett Simba had something to say about it, which was right because they were kind of screwing their customers over, then they're like, oh, we're going to ban him from trading. As long as it's marketing you and you're making money on it, then it's okay. So, yeah, I would say that even Top Step's self-admission in their own suit painted themselves as the bad guys. And it was kind of like you admitted that you knew that he was misrepresenting his performance, and then you were okay with that so that your viewers can use your brand, your stuff. And I'm sure that's like, at the same time, advocating for showing off your best traders, blah, 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 you know. And I think that was kind of a lawyers around the world rolling their eyes. Like, why would you say that about yourself? Why would you damn yourself in your own complaint? But whatever. Always two sides for sure. But at least I just hope that for the prop space doesn't get any unusual regulatory oversight, because they're just tired of seeing all the accusations, all this and that, the rug pulls, the shady business practices, and all of a sudden the regulators are like, you know what, this ain't worth their time anymore. Where to go for the 20 days, Trader Ken? You check your donation and only find membership. Wait, where to give for the 20 days? Oh, Trader Ken. If you want to do a giveaway for the 20 days, you subscribe to the channel here. So everybody has a green thing by their name. And then it opens up Super Chat for you. And then you can donate to the stream, I think is how it works. Or maybe you can donate even without being a member. But I think you have to subscribe to the stream. And then you can just donate 20 bucks in form of a Super Chat, which is like, you can leave a comment and tip the stream. I think there's a subscribe button at the bottom. Man, IDOC is so nice. One thing is, I don't think that I personally would think that the regulators wouldn't like shut it down or anything. They just might incorporate like a whole bunch of new rules or regulatory organization to oversee prop firms, which might make rules harder for traders if they do. I feel like the regulators and the exchanges want this to exist because the exchanges make a fortune off of prop firm data sales. I don't think the exchanges want this to shut down. I mean, the sheer interest futures have gotten because of the prop industry has boosted, I'm sure, CME Group's revenue by like tenfold. This is like the new hottest thing for traders. They want their cut. They're gonna lobby everyone they know to keep it open. I think regulation would just sort of make like certain practices like prop firms have to follow certain rule sets and stuff. Worst case scenario, they would give away. For a rando, and may they prosper. Thank you, Trader Ken. All right, before we get out for My Funded TV, let's do 4 more because I'll donate 3 to 1 as we always promise. Thank you so much, buddy, for your submission of your donation to the class. One more time, 4 people, 4 more giveaways, free class. If you guys want to enter the boot camp, and it's today at market close. Thank you so much, Ken. I really appreciate that. And so do the winners of the contest. Type it in, free class. Why do you think people are pushing the live funding? Right. It's a couple of reasons, right? A, either it's being pushed by the exchanges, right? Because now they can make commissions, exchange fees, and clearing fees, right? Everybody in the chain from exchange, clearing to broker all make a fee off of real trades, right? So prop trades Prop trades don't. Prop trades just buy raw data from the exchange. The exchange is making an exchange fee out of every trade, but they are making data sales a little bit. So a couple of reasons why to go direct to live is A, because you're getting pressured from these guys to do it, but you can still tell them to go fuck off. You don't have to listen to them. But B, it's hedging your bets, because the only thing that can become illegal in this entire process is the sim funded step of a prop firm. Every single prop firm has eval, sim funded, and then live. Okay, every prop firm has these 3 steps usually, most of them. Eval, you can paper trade all day long. You can pay to paper trade all day long. Nothing's wrong with that. It's not even real trading. Sim funded is getting paid for paper trading. This is the questionable entity. Live is not. Before, the bastardized version of the prop spaces, which we have now, had a sim funded paid step from paper trading. It was you pay for an eval. If you pass, you go live. This is completely legal. There's nothing illegal about anything here. You pay to pass a test, and when you pass a test, we'll give you real money to trade live. The only trades you actually make and get paid for or compensated for are in a live account. This is absolutely legal. Prop firms are 100% legal and can never be regulated. So the only potential regulated step is that one in the middle. And the worst case scenario is the one in the middle is deemed illegal. You can no longer pay people to paper trade. And therefore, with all the firms pushing to live, they're hedging their bets of having a live program in case the regulators do come in. Business is never interrupted. The next day they continue as normal. They just take the money you make in eval and instead roll it into a live account and let you trade that. Does everyone understand that? The reason they're pushing to live is just in case they get regulated. Looks like we got some movement here. But that's why they're doing it. As a business owner, I would make the same decision to hedge my bets in case I got regulated. Because the only thing they could do is say you can't do that anymore. So what about all these eval balances? They might say, okay, within the next 30 days, you can't pay anybody else, sim funded, whatever. Eric Welker, number 1, type something in chat. Holy shit, what, Trump talking or something? All right, watch out, guys. We're dropping the monthly hedge. Not really sure what's going on. It's 11:19. It's not tied up to the time of some report or news. Trump is probably talking. Trump administration teases more trade deals. MHP tap. Daddy Trump. Yeah. Eric, got to type something in chat. Claim your price. Thank you, buddy. 3 more. But you guys understand, right? So at minimum, what I think props are going to do if they do get regulated, it's eval stage. Make 6,000 without losing 2. If you do, you advance to the next one. Victor! Again. Victor, 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 Victor. Go, go, go. Victor has won 4 times now, I think. And Victor used to never thought he'd win anything. MHP breaks can be pretty brutal. Keep an eye out today. We'll pose a 25% tariff on Japan. The market is just not liking that. I'm safely on the sidelines. No risk. Pretty nasty here. I'll spin the wheel 2 more times. Let's watch and look for pivots here at the bottom. QQQ does have a support pivot down here at bear zone top at 550. That's really 120 points lower on NASDAQ, so that's kind of far away. Let's let the market fall today. No reason to be, no reason to be a hero here. S&P has hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure down here. Japan tariff is effective August the 1st. Trump polishes trade letter to South Korea. U.S. to set 25% tariff rate on South Korean goods. Truth Social. Oh, we are getting close to the July 9th thing. So, boy. All right. How many people are on the sidelines? Or at least in a small trade and took a small loss if you were trading? Or how many people went on a short? Curious. I wasn't doing nothing. I was doing nothing. Bear zone top on QQQ is a potential liquidity pocket EST trade setup. Just to support there. I'm sorry. Diba Deep Gatak. I took this off the stream. My bad, a second ago. I'll give you, if this is you, Diba Deep Gatak, I will give you 1 minute from now to type something in chat. If I see your name, I'll give you the prize. My bad, because I removed this. So, Diba Deep Gatak, are you here? Hold on. Looks like my YouTube is frozen up. Hold on. Let me refresh this. We got to go in a second too to my funded. Let this market fall off. Bear zone top coming straight up. What is going on with my YouTube? Just crashed. Okay. Try this again. Hold on. I can't see any chat, guys. I can't see anything. Weird. Okay. Now, did Diva Teak type anything? Diva Deep. There you are. Okay, I got you, bro. Okay, cool, man. I got you, bud. I see it. Okay, cool. I got you in here. Okay, cool. One more. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, my YouTube crashed. Everything froze. Even chat froze. And final winner, Bill. Bill. Okay, the 4 of you guys, do me a favor. Go to YouTube. Go to my Discord. Message Slacks, our admin. I'm typing in chat. Okay. And build the last winner. Tapping that liquidity pocket here. Eric, yeah, we got you, bud. Eric, Victor, Diva Deep, and Bill. Okay. What you guys need to do is message Slacks in our Discord. He'll give you everything you need to know. On how to get in. So go to our Discord, take a picture of your YouTube ID, so that way he knows that it's you, and then we'll get you access to our boot camp, which starts which is gonna be at market close today. In the meantime, I got to get out of here, but I'm going live on my funded TV to give away 30 to 50 accounts. Everybody go over there, because after that we'll be right back here on our channel. Here's the link in my chat. Everybody click that link right there to heads up and head on over there. Make sure you give Tom some love. His show is happening right now. You know, give Tom some love while you get over there. Don't just talk about us. It's into his show. Be respectful. And I'll be live. We do a ton of giveaways over there, man.
Good question. I think it's 50.